Oh, fuck you. Ha! I'm gonna crash out! I don't even know if anyone's here. Oh, I don't even know if I'm picking up audio. I just pressed start in the middle of fixing everything. Ah. I was already on the verge, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go live, and it's gonna be nice and calming. And then, as I'm moving the mic in position, I knock over my water. It goes all over the desk and keyboard. I'm now getting something to put back underneath my key. I don't have it. It's okay. Whatever. We're doing so well. Oh, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign, really, honestly. Okay, hopefully nothing goes wrong. I think it's not perfect, it feels completely wrong, but I think I can play. Okay, where's my avatar? I installed the app. I have to install the app. Okay, that's another thing I have to do right now. Whatever. I love doing things. Okay. 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 Surely nothing else goes wrong. I've not even started telling you what was going wrong initially. This is just all extra. Oh, okay, download for free. Yes, please. Don't make me pay. Don't make me pay. I don't want to pay, please. Okay, download. Let me get chat on screen so I can read you all actively as I die. Hi Wattop, hi Wolfers, hi TGD, hi Shinu. Okay, proper chat. Yes, I already did that. Oh, no I didn't. Okay. Shift F7. Cool, now chat is on screen. Now you can all yell at me all the time. And now I open this app. Oh wait, oh, interesting. All my avatars are still here. So I don't have to reset up. That's good. That's a good sign. That's... Oh, we can... Ooh. I'd love to have a drink of my water right now, but that was a very difficult thing to do. Oh. Can you explain the relevance of the director's desk in the map? What is the director's desk? What is that? Is it a build or sculpt. I don't actually know what that is, unless you'd be more specific, location-wise. Do I even have Minecraft open? That'd be. I've not pinged this. This is a long starting soon. We will be starting soon, I swear. Okay. Give me a second. Doge creation! Hi Zaywire, Ava, hello. Big death somewhere in the map, it was flying around. I was flying around? I don't know. Will the runes be reworked? We've just reworked the runes. We've just revamped a lot of it. I mean, it's not completed, so there's still updates to be done and rooms to be built, but we've just made a new palette. How much more do you want from me? Okay, how do I go live? It's probably misleading though, because on the intro screen it's very outdated, so you're seeing the old palette on the starting soon screen, as opposed to the new one. Okay, the height of my keyboard is slightly slanted, and it is actually making me very upset, but I don't... I do have time to fix it, because I must, for the sake of me not wanting to cry. Surely, is that functionable? Okay, that's usable. That's usable. Okay, cool. For context, audio listeners love you to death. I put like a t-shirt or like a towel or something underneath my keyboard all the time so I can move it further back and also have less noise. So if I don't perfectly fold it, my keyboard is off, or like fabric is on my mouse and thing. I'm very nitpicky about where my keyboard sits. My desk is not big enough. So in order to move it further back over the rim of the stand of the monitor, I need to levitate it above both of them. What was I doing? I was pegging. There. Is that the right link? Oh, thank gosh. Oh. Get pinging. Get oinging. You know, while I recover from crashing out, how have you guys been? Up on MCC, I don't say that, I really want to, but chat will get mad. This is the only Undertale build content they've got in the last month. I can't take this from them. Okay. I think everything's ready. Why is my mic a lot quieter? Regret air. No, you can't entice me. That's the wrong screen. That's the wrong screen. That's the right screen. Okay, my icon isn't there, unfortunately. But give me a second. Avatar app. VOTube Mini. Please. Oh, thank gosh. I don't have music, but I will. Yay. Okay. Okay. Are we ready? Not quite. Everything still feels wrong, and it's gonna bug me all screen, but I'll try to keep it to myself so you can get your build. Like Nvidia, it just works. Oh, don't get me started on Nvidia. I love you, Nvidia, but you do not just work for me. Yes. Yes, sir. Why is there no block sounds? There we go. Anyway, bush. Okay, Wolfer, what is this bush you keep going on about? I would love to know. What before we jump into doing anything, what's the infamous bush that you keep going on about? the bush. Cool, thanks. Exit of ruins, the bush. Why is it the bush you're concerned about and not the entire build? It's not just the bush that's not been built. The entire room isn't there yet. I need my There's no build! Where am I gonna put it? Oh, I can't go there. Oh, I'm so glad. The chunks didn't load in, actually. Oh, you sly dog. You almost got me to reveal some spoilers. Anyway. Point being... there's no room to build a bush. For now. How close are you to making the map? The map looks great. You can get a general vibe as I fly through. To be honest, it really depends how you categorize it. Because, like, Snowdin, there's, like, two phases, right? There's... I don't like that I don't hear the music. Let me make it local. Advanced audio properties. Monitor and output. Oh, I can't. I'm gonna have to pull up a... Okay. Wait, no, I'm not. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Okay, I can hear it now. Yeah, so Snowdin has like two phases, right? There's the floor, and there's all normal mountains. And then there's the roof, which are two separate builds. So, the Snowdin tunnels are very hard to get out of due to the roof. What? Yeah. 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 I'm sorry you feel that way. The roof of the igloos, right? I'm about to say there's no roof. To be honest, the igloos aren't even fully done. I just want... This was built last minute just to make them functionable for the world download. My advice for getting out of it is if you just press forward and don't press spacebar or anything. Just walk in and hold forward. Walking, you walk it. You come out perfectly fine. Like, look. And also hitting this part, so just stick to the wall. Easy. Whee! I don't know if it is different if you don't hit your head. Hang on. Okay, it's really hard to not hit your... It's really hard to, like... Point is... Yeah. Just, like, get out. Yeah, come on. Smile. Is there any other questions before we start getting locked in on the one area I want to cry at? Because it's gonna take so long. Because I'm unable to walk in. Why do I feel like the moment I've gone live, everyone's gonna have already DM'd me? Because that just happens. Oh. Oh, I've not. Incredible. Shed. I mean, it's not been built yet because, again, we've not finished terraforming the area. And we'd like to have the terrain done before we put a build in it. Okay. I'm off. you couldn't get the bush, so yeah, that's it. Gonna pop in every time just to ask how that's going. Okay. I really wanna get this wall because I hate building it, and you know what? I kind of just hate building this entire room. You demand interaction on the bush. That implies there's gameplay. What the... Do you want me to just stick a sign in there for you to read? Okay, I actually don't know if I can terraform this yet, because I don't even have the layout. Bush's gameplay. I don't know about that one, Chief. Okay, is this gonna work? It's quite a steep bit, but it is meant to be the center point of the room, so it is meant to, well, be a wall. What is bush? Everyone is freaking out over stuff. Now, is this... The person in console could be 3 people, but my hunch is on nation. Unless there's someone I've forgotten about, but the way they're talking is too whimsical to be Squid. Squid wouldn't put silly messages. Also, damn, the stream delay is really small. I think Luigi technically can access console, and Squid, and Ashton can, but won't ever. What bush are we talking about? The one at the entrance of Snowden, once you exit the rooms. Even though we've not built the entire room, for some reason everyone wants the bush more than anything. So, you know what? Chat, I hope you realize, whenever people act like this, I just build that as the last thing. You know what? I'm adding it in 2027. There you go. Deltarune Chapter 6 drops and you get the bush. Sorry, you've done this to yourselves. Is a dog hole gonna be built? Like the one from Snowden? I think it's the one in Snowden from the stream. Or just don't make it. Could you imagine? Yeah, guys, sorry. We do want to detail this area, but we've just built a rock instead. Sorry, guys. Blame a certain chatter. I know everyone was excited about this feature. Oh yeah, you can't see the console chat. Oh, hang on. I'm changing art style. There you go. This is waterfall, right? Yep. Or at least it's gonna be. It's actually the Monster Kid walkway, but I've taken a very creative approach to the cavern because it is a very boring design in game. As in, it you turn a couple times and that's it. And also, unlike in game where you don't really have any verticality in terms of visuals, we have to go from all the way down here, up there. Open fit. Oh, Joel. Oh, save me, Joel. Oh, you're the only one that can stop me from crashing out. Oh my god, that reminds me. I never even started talking about what happened earlier. The stream just blew up and everything went wrong the moment I tried talking about it. But, yeah, so, a little bit of, backstory. What time is it? Oh, I've got time. Good. I don't want to talk about this with other people being able to hear it. So, a couple months ago, or like a month ago or something, it was my auntie's birthday, which is a few days before my mum's birthday. Now, I tried, I realized I hadn't figured out anything for her birthday. I found out last minute, but I know how to bake, and not only that, I don't really need recipes if it's a basic cake. So, you know, I was like, fuck it, I can just make a cake quickly. If it's a basic ass cake, Victoria sponge, then you know what, that's not complicated. So I get to baking, and I will say, the sponge of the cake, incredible. That was the best sponge I've ever made for a cake. The texture was very moist and spongy and didn't crumble easily. It was the best thing I've ever made, honestly. Now that's where the good part ends. So, because I was in a hurry, I didn't wait for the cakes to cool long enough. I was using a fan to cool them down. So it made the icing, the buttercream icing, slightly runnier than it needed to be. Now that's not the end of the world, and, you know, I did mix up the jam on the cake, or I mixed it up before putting it on the cake so it was easier to spread. So the toppings they're a little softer, but it wasn't like, you know, they were spreadable and things, it was fine. The problem actually came in with the fact that I made the mixes slightly softer, accounting for the cake being cold. So normally I make my buttercream in a way that makes it so it's a lot easier to spread, because most times I make buttercream, it's to go all around the cake. And I don't know if you know anything about making cakes, but if you try to spread thick and dense icing all around the cake, it's an absolute nightmare. So I like to make my icing a lot softer, so it's easier to spread. But with the jam being mixed up, so the jam was a lot softer, and the buttercream being softer, you know, one thing led to another, and I spent 20 minutes getting tons and tons of paper towels to stop it leaking over the sides of the cake. Now, I wanted to cry, right? Because it was all going wrong on one of the most basic recipes ever. And not only that, but the cake itself was incredible. So I not only messed up worse than usual, when people think I'm pretty decent at baking, and, you know, my family has a habit of being blunt at the best of times. So I was already dreading that. So we're late for the dinner. The cake was going slightly wrong, and I ruined the best sponge I've ever made. But I did salvage it, chat. It's not all over, because I wiped it up. There was still a filling, because I did put more on than I needed to, which was partially the issue to begin with. But I finished up, wiping down it. It wasn't, you know, if you paid close attention, you could tell it was clearly wiped down. It looked a little wet, but ultimately it was fine. And when we got to my grand's house for the family meal, you know, I put it in the fridge so that the buttercream would harden up a little. And you know what? It was really good. And it didn't fall apart when she cut it, which I was really worried about, because the filling is so soft that I was worried that the moment you try cut into it, you know, the cake would just slide apart. But it didn't do that. So, you know, all the while it ends well, and it was one of the yummiest cakes I've actually made for a while, which is, you know what? For how much it was going wrong, and I was low-key when it was starting going wrong, I was tempted to throw it out. And my mum was like, you can't do that, we are late because of this cake, you have to bring it no matter what. And I didn't appreciate her being rude and like, really stressing me out, because, like, I'm out here having a crisis, and she's sitting there thinking, oh my god, you're making me late. But whatever, it was the thought that counted. I was making a birthday cake, And there wasn't a birthday cake, so I was the only one that had a cake. So all's well and ends well. So leave me the fuck alone. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. White Top's here. But it's okay. It all worked out in the end. And then a few days later was my mum's birthday. Now, something you have to know about my mum is she can be very picky about food. Now, obviously, over time I've gotten to know her, and I know what she doesn't like. If I use margarine or a different type of butter in a cake, she will pick up on it, and she will not be able to eat it. If it's too dense, or something's too high a ratio, she will pick up on it and also not like it. She will try not to be rude about it, but she will just... She's blunt. And it does hurt my soul. Imagine growing up, constantly trying to make something for her and she never eats it. It's a soul destroyer, I won't lie. Never give me the kitchen, I won't cook. I'll burn the entire kitchen down. No, excuse me while I go read tutorials on how to remove ash from my hands. Oh, poor nation. But you know, I've learned the things that my mum likes and dislikes over time. So, that's not that big a deal. And you know what? Little tidbit chat. I've been really burnt out creatively and just motivation wise for a lot of things over the course of like the last year or two. I feel like I kind of used my last spark trying to get the Under event trailer done. You know when you like push yourself while you're a little bit burnt out and it causes like a massive crash? It's kind of like that, but you never have the chance to crash. And that and living situation kind of makes you... Something I feel like people don't talk about a lot is how motivation and your mental health is tied not only to it's not only tied to your well-being and how you're taking care of yourself, it's also tied to your environment very heavily, or at least it is for me. So you know, I feel like people really underestimate how much your living situation can affect your mental state. Even if it is something like, you know, trying to get things done in a dirty room, or just living slightly uncomfortably with the people you're around when you're trying to do something. Like, it adds up. It's a huge impact on people, and I feel like it's not something people talk about a lot. Anyway, point is, I've been in a bit of a slump. In terms of just, I don't know, being a functioning person. Like, you know, I've not been cooking as much food for myself. You know, I've not been able to just work on build projects or even focus on anything I want to. It's been tough, I won't lie. I'm gonna turn the music slightly down, okay? It was getting louder and louder as I spoke. So yeah, baking was one of the things that was heavily affected by this. I really love baking. Not only because it's just fun to do a creative thing and to create something. I mean, it's in my name for a reason. I love creating things. But you know, also you get a delicious treat afterwards that tastes as good as you want it to be. So, you know, what's not to love about baking? So, me baking something for someone's birthday, that was me kind of putting an attempt to break out of that a little bit. Like, I've baked, like, I think 5 cakes within the last month or two, and that's a lot for me right now. Like, so I'm really trying to try get back into the swing of just doing things and not letting people you know, get me down mental. Just trying to get your headspace in it, really. Now, I was making my mum's cake. It has been a month since her birthday, by the way. I'll get into that in a minute. But I was making the cake just before stream. And I did let the cake cool fully, because she's at work right now, and she doesn't get home for another 20 minutes. So I let the cake cool fully. And I was like, you know what? The sponge isn't as good as the first one. But, you know, it'll be fine. At least nothing's gonna go wrong making it. Except, I didn't have all the ingredients, so I didn't add as much baking powder as I wanted. But, you know, it was fine. It was a teaspoon of baking powder. The cake was fine. Except, chat. Let me tell you about a narrative tool called Chekhov's gun. Where, narratively, something's gonna come back. So, because of, when all is said and done, old habits die hard. And I made the same mistake I did the first time, and I made the filling too soft. Now, it wasn't as bad. The cake wasn't warm, so it didn't melt in any way, but it was still a 10-minute cleanup job, and I'm still upset. I just paused your stream thinking it was a video. It's so much over. Oh no. No, you're never catching up now. You're just missing lore. Yeah, no, it's the longest podcast build episode you'll ever get. Yeah, totally. So, you know, if she comments on the cake density being slightly more than the last one, or whatever, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then, obviously, that went wrong, and then I spilled water over my desk, and then I had to go to the shop to try get more baking powder, and I didn't have any, and I had to go to the shop again to get butter for the buttercream, and you know what? Things are not going well. But I'm still streaming, because I planned to, and it may be 5 hours later than I planned, but I'm gonna try. Anyway, so it's really funny people calling you clown, because it's the logical step for your username, but I forget the concept of calling people by their username, if you get what I mean. Like, once you have a nickname for someone, you forget they have another name. Ah yes, Mr. Clown. Exactly. My favorite oomph. Mr. Clown. It's like people call me man instead of Aaron. Literally, because no one knows your name is Aaron, because that's only on a Discord. Is the server sent in? Yes, it is. Sorry. You'll have to ask the server for more details. Calling you Doge instead of Fondus. Well, that's the thing. I never used to go by Fondus. So Luigi calls me Doge because I never went by Fondus at that point. And it's like White Top calling me Doge because I mean I am still Doge, right? But I never used the Fondus name before. Where did the Fondus come from? I've been through this so many times. TLDR. It was from an old username I had on console, and over time it slowly changed into a name that I use. I've always called you Doge. Yeah, because Doge, that was my name. And now I have 2 names. I just spent 2 minutes staring at something in my cat's bed trying to figure out what the heck it was. And then I realized it was my cat and I should really put on my glasses. Ashton, you good? Okay, I feel like this archway should be slightly opened more. Now, having two names is awesome, because either you get people calling you both, or you just get called one of them for the rest of your life. Yeah. The thing, you want to know why my whole having Fondus as a name stuck? I've had Fondus as a name longer than Doge. Just barely. I got the name Doge because I just became really obsessed with Doge as a concept. I saw it and I was like, this resonates with me. There is a deep connection here I'm obsessed with. Look at that face. Look at that name. It's glorious. I love it. But I had the name Fondus mode for the longest time. Because my name on console was Fondusgraph. And my brother's username was Mine Mode. And originally we were gonna share a Minecraft account because we couldn't afford two. So we called our shared account Fondus Mode. But he never used the account, and I just stuck with Fondus Mode because it, you know, you just kind of stick with a name once you have it. And yeah, when I join servers and stuff, I'm always introduce myself as Doge. So, and on servers, I always just the /nick Doge anyway. So my channel being called Doge and meeting people via my channel is, you know, why people just call me Doge, because that's all I was, really. Fondus Mode was just a username, it wasn't even something I went by. But I feel like there was a point in time, and I know White Top will remember this well, I became very obsessed with trying to make content. Because I was like, wait, I really want to make videos, and I really want to, like, have them do well, so I started looking into the algorithm and stuff, and I realized Doge isn't really a brand name I can have. Like, I feel like I can't have it. Oh, that's not a message I thought I'd see in 10 years. And it kind of really started to get to me, the fact that I never even had, like, a name. You know, I went by Doge all the time, but, like, if I wanted to be called something, I was like, Doge isn't even the name, that's just something else. I don't even have an identity. And how are people gonna be able to find my channel or that if I don't even have a real identity that's mine? And it really started getting to me, the fact that I was just called Doge and nothing else. And I was like, wait. And I was trying to figure out, what can I have as a name? Because Doge just doesn't feel quite right now. And I realized I had a name. And I still do. And I was like, but I don't like it being Fondus Mode. It sounds kind of dumb. And I was like, wait. Fondus Mode is a combination of two names, and I'm only one of those names. I can just get rid of the mode and have Fondus. I can just have my name. So, I changed my username to Fondus. It used to be Fondus Mode, then, yeah. I changed it to Doge 140 because I really like the feature when you start typing a name, you're able to just press tab. So and whenever someone typed Doge in name, I liked that you could press tab when starting to type Doge and you could get my username. That's it. Doge creation! Hi V. Hi Is that Sybil's Undertale? From the hit show? Hi Day. Oh my, everyone's showing up right now. There's a party. What was I saying? So yeah, that's how I got the name Fondus. And after getting the name Fondus, I realized I still like the name Doge. I still like Doge Creations. So, you know, I'm fine with both. So I just, you know, there's a comfort in having your own name as well as your sort of nickname, you know? So now that I've got my actual name that I can stick to and have, I'm more comfortable having Doge as a name because I feel like I'm a person again. If that makes sense. It's so dumb. I don't know how to explain it. Someone gets me, I'm sure. Okay, I need to catch up on chat. I just saw 1 million people show up. 24 people is enough people for a party, right? That's like too much for a party in my a party to me is like 5 people. No, I get you. Okay, I know you wouldn't. I love you, Joel. Alright. Let me officially say hi. Hi, Corin. Hi, Nats Plays. Hi, Dave. Hi, V. Hi, Ava. I already said hi to you earlier. Hi, Shanoomf again. Hi, Chris. Hi, Silly Duck. Hi, Aaron. Cool. Hi, Squid. Hi, Nation/server. Is there anyone I'm missing? Sorry. Sorry to me. I just did. Yeah. Why does this emote look like friend? That emote is disgusting. No, oh, hi Luigi! Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot you. Can I want to play the Doge Creations video. I want people to hear that. Everyone's just gonna keep saying Doge Creations and no one's gonna understand the bit. Hang on, I need to play the audio. I don't know if I can play the video because I don't... But I'll play the audio first. Hang on. Let me go to my baby girl real quick. Audio listeners, love you to death. My storage file is called Baby Girl and I cannot change the name because it's like, you cannot change it because it'll change the directory of all your files. So now I just have Baby Girl as like 1 terabyte of storage. But that, we don't have to worry about that. Where's Doge Creations? Here it is.
Doge Creations!
It's so stupid. Hang on, I'm turning it up.
Doge Creations!
Check DMs. Hi. Oh, that's peak. I put the fondness in Doge Creations. Hang on, chat, I need to show you. Hang on. This is peak. I missed my live Doge reaction. My entire setup was deleted. I wish I could put that in it though. When I set it up again. Wait, I can do something really funny. Oh chat, hang on a minute. I have power beyond my comprehension. Hang on. Chat. Oh god, I'm cloning myself. Oops, hang on, edit. Replace image. Hang on. You see what I'm doing? You fool. You do not realize the power you have given me. What will you do now? Your plans are foiled. I put the fondness in Doge Creations. Oh. Anyway, chat, let's get to building. Sure, everyone's fine with this, right? It's not taking up the whole screen at all, is it? I could get in a VC with... Oh, Ash... Oh... Oh, what happened to Ash's ping? Why are you having a stroke? I'm crashing out and I'm letting it out. I could crop it off right now. Hang on. There you go. Perfect. It's like nothing was wrong. Woo, deep sleep. Yippee. I can't wait to build the ruins in Limited Life. It's gonna be so fun. Guys, would you be up for joining a VC? Are yous already in a VC? Or are yous wanting to... How do you think it got to computer? What does this mean? I'm down, hell yeah. I just realized saying guys you want a VC could apply to like 90% of stream. Oh, can I share that image, please? That's so funny. Hang on, let me make sure there's nothing getting leaked through that. No, it's fine. Please, let's... Just blame me for taking internet, it's everyone else. Yeah, literally. Guys, if your internet's ever going wrong, just blame White Top, okay? I want you to all know White Top got better internet for the longest time, not being able to like play a server, and suddenly everyone else's internet died for like a week. I'm just saying, if you ever have internet issues, it's her fault. Hang on. Hang on. Why is it so big? Ugh. Shrink. I wish there was an easier way to shrink something. Why is it so tall? Oh, it's so... This is comedy. Right here. This is peak comedy. Okay, where is the BC? It's the server god. Yeah, the server's god. Hi, chat.
Hello.
Here he is.
Oh wow, that's the first time I've had desktop audio have decent audio management. Normally it's got something painfully low, but these are actually good volume.
Now, is my volume actually good? Because I rewatched the Last Life thingy and my audio sucked, even though I was using the good mic.
It did not suck nearly as much as I was used to, so don't worry.
It was so bad. Oh, that must be cheesy.
You had the soundboard? Where? How do you have it?
Luigi joined for like 2 seconds.
Oh, I was about to say it. I was like, there's no way you have that.
No, I think what was happening was my mic was leaning on something metallic, so it was like twanging.
Oh.
I've got it resting on a pillow now, very sophisticated. So I'm hoping that solves it.
Are you using the fancy mic now?
It should be. Maybe it's not.
I don't think it's using it.
It's his
It sounds bad.
I hate audio.
Like not horrible, but like you can hear the fan, like fuzz.
It sounds a lot better right now than your other one.
I don't know. I'm too used to Squid having different mics. I genuinely just don't know anymore. Like he has conditioned me to just be happy to hear his voice.
Yeah. If you ever complain about my audio, I vanish for a few months, and then you'll be like, "Oh my god, he sounds so good" when he comes back.
Was that your trick for fixing your sound issue?
Part of my master plan.
Chad doesn't even know how long you spent doing audio stuff without even making a video.
Oh, it's true.
Context.
I don't know why I don't buy another mic, but
Well, the thing is, theoretically your mic should be good.
it should be good, and you know it can be good at times, but it has a mind of its own.
I feel like it's also dependent. No, because your laptop's also really good, so that's not a reason. But I was about to say, I notice a big thing on my laptop is my mic gets worse the more resources it's using on the laptop.
Mhm.
And I was thinking, because you're using a laptop and trying to record, it inherently would do that.
Yeah, it might do.
That's just my hunch, though.
Oh,
I
well.
don't actually know. It's good to hear Squiddy's voice. Exactly. See, you've done it, Squid. No, but you're
Yeah.
never having bad audio
No one
again.
cares.
And then I'm gonna hear you in real life, and then I'm gonna call it bad all the time.
You're gonna realize I'm actually just low quality in real life.
There's actually that fuzz is just like you because you're just a speaker.
That's just my heavy breathing. I actually have.
You're breathing.
I'm really out of shape. Like,
This is it's impressive how you can have that while talking at the same time. It's really impressive.
yeah, it's a bit of a talent of mine.
Being that low in breath, but you can sound like you're hyperventilating while giving a full coherent sentence.
Well, I'm breathing through my nose while talking through my mouth, so
Oh.
it's actually completely possible. You just yeah.
You just, I was gonna say you just need to try, but you're saying this is the opposite of trying.
Yeah, it's actually because I want to preserve my anonymity. I'm disguising my French accent.
To disguise it, you've got a filter, but that's what's causing the fuzz.
Yeah.
I see. Is the server clown? I'm kind of obsessed with everyone not knowing who's typing in console, even though I've said it out loud.
No one can know.
It could be anyone in chat. Chat, you have to guess who it is. The neat part is, the real ones know.
Real ones know.
Okay, why do
I
I
got
have
a cat. Oh, sorry.
why do I have a hunch I'm gonna hate this wall when it's done? Squid, can I ask you a favor?
Mm.
Because you're really talented in code.
Are you gonna tell me to play some stone by any chance?
I'm actually gonna ask you to play some deep slate, but it's weird. I'm not gonna ask you to play some
wrong colored
normal
stone.
walls, so I'm gonna ask you something specific.
Oh.
I want you. Doge Lande is saying you don't create. Is this true? What am I doing? Sorry. And really, I got that message at 3 AM and I was like suddenly woke for like 2 hours.
You were woke for 2 hours?
I was woke for 2 hours.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. Don't worry, I'm not woke anymore. We won't get there again, hopefully.
Yeah.
We didn't work for a mandatory of like
When you
2
scream the
hours.
stream lag. The lag happened for everyone? Wait, that's crazy. My stream just crashed the moment I screamed. Check DMs. Okay.
That was the best papyrus laugh I've ever heard from you.
It's because it's my natural laugh. I just
No,
got...
you did the proper like nyeh. You had some ends in that laugh.
It happens sometimes. Oh, I just got an update. Guys, peak. Peak just dropped. Peak just hit the towers. Hang on.
I'm infecting him with edgy humor.
No, the plot twist is I've always had edgy humor. I've just been scared to say it on stream.
I know. Which is why I'm a bad influence, because I'll say any slur you like.
I love slurs!
See?
Look, chat, it now blinks and closes its mouth and... Oh, thank you, Jim. You've really treated us well today. I'll be sure to give you a tip on your next commission. Anyway, as I was saying, okay, it's actually not turning out that bad so far. I fear this is gonna have a really bad case of it being a cave built by me. And by that, I mean...
You mean you turned on your world edit hacks?
Well, my world edit ability, right? So my original world editing was like, it was too smooth. But now it's just like... When I build, there's a pattern that becomes too recognizable. And... I mean, I could artificially break it, but it always works better when it's not me, because then it's like, whoa, it's this variation. And I want you to...
You mean I'm just better than you and you want me to do this wall?
That's what I heard.
No. I was thinking, I just want some interesting shapes going on for like for this bit, right? I wanted originally some points, because there's going to be the platform here, or like some bits over here, and I wanted there to be some spikes above us. I've just not built those yet. And also, I was thinking, you know how you've also got that terraforming technique where you have some branches like coming out at some bits. I was thinking, because the top of the roof is so interconnected, you could have some bits of terraforming connecting different parts. You know what I mean? Just like connectivity.
Just do your magic, Squid.
You know, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm putting down?
Kind of. The trouble is, I mean,
It doesn't have to be necessarily in this
sticking-
bit, right?
if I start sticking diagonals here, I feel like it'll disrupt the...
Yeah, that's I don't think it would
Flow
work
of
as
your
well
room.
here, but like, I don't know. I feel like it will work on some bits.
You want me
It's
to
just not
start-
built.
You want me to go into the think tank?
Yeah, and also, I mean, while you do that, you could do the spikes, because you don't need to think about that as much. You're better at getting the spike variety and density shapes different than I am.
Alright, I have a solution. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay. Ashton, I have a favor to ask.
Oh god. What favor?
Well, most squids no longer fit for the job. Tell me what the
The
bush
one
is.
that was,
thing
that was
right now.
satisfying. Wee.
Whisk, get the friend maker. That I can't believe I'm getting Dragon Ball references in my chat. Also, yeah. Those are my favorite JPEG. One of my friends from real life saw my avatar, like one of the images of me, and was like, you're like a JPEG to me. And I was like, that's the best thing I think I've ever been told, and I don't think it's ever been topped. Getting told from some, like, your real friend, you're like a JPEG to them is... I don't know, do you get better than that?
Guys, I bought a cat bed.
And you didn't realize a cat would sit in it. From
I
the
bought
sounds
a
of
cat bed, and I bought it because I have a cat that
You
comes
have
in
a
my
cat
room
like Stan.
constantly. I have
Sorry.
a cat that comes in my room constantly wants to sit at my feet when I'm on the computer. He just wants to be around me. I'm like, I'll get you a bed so you can sit in that and you'll be comfy. Because you look miserable on the floor and you won't go up here. So I bought it and he won't use it. None of the cats will use it. Until one day I came in and I realized our shy girl who was she's terrified of humans. She did not have a good experience. She's a rescue. She's like terrified of people. Was sitting in it, and I'm like, and it's like since then it's become her no touch basket. When she's in there, no one's allowed to touch her. And I woke up this morning and I looked over to the side to where the basket is, and I'm like, why is there crumpled up paper in the basket? And I'm like, and then I'm staring at it more. I'm like, what is this gray thing around the paper? And I'm just like squinting my eyes because it looked like the gray was floating above the paper, and I was like, what's happening? Then it moved, and I'm like, ah.
It's a really weird bug.
And it looked at me, and I'm like, oh, it's you, Duchess. And I'm just sitting there like, wow, you looked really weird for a second. I looked
Art
back and
found
I'm
in
like, I should put my
kitchen
glasses.
type beat.
I really should not wear glasses.
I didn't think your eyesight was that bad without glasses. I'm also surprised I've never seen artwork depicted with you with glasses.
I thought about putting glasses on the skin, but like I don't know how to do like that.
Yeah, no, so Alex,
see-through bit.
who updated my skin. Well, you can do the see-through bit. Like you can make transparent pixels on the later versions.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I do. But the problem is, I feel like glasses, they're so big on the Minecraft skin that they kind of look silly unless it's like a very specific face. So mine kind of like takes up a lot more space than I would like, even though I would like glasses on my skin. Because I actually never, like, you know how there's like some people who like have glasses but they like don't wear them all the time? I do wear mine all the time, so it's...
I do too. Like, I have to.
Yeah, no, like, so it's really funny when if I'm ever depicted without... I remember getting my commission back when like, my very first commission, which is currently the YouTube channel banner and profile. They're originally... I was like, the glasses are optional because, I mean, I made my avatar, like, I made my character, but, like, I hadn't really designed it fully, you know? So, yeah, I wasn't that bothered if there's glasses on it. And then you started drawing, and there wasn't glasses on it, and it looked very cursed, even though it was designed without them. Highlander, I do still have the images, because they're like...
See, like, me not having glasses on me or something that never really bothered me that much, because I didn't got glasses until I was 14, even though I really needed them.
Hang on, here's the sketch, or not the sketch, the line art. The avatar is fine.
It does look a little cursed without the glasses. You're
That's
right.
the thing. This is the one that doesn't look cursed too. All right.
Like, I don't know. Like, your eyes are a little too intense.
Alright, since I must leave now, I have angsty painter art to work. You're lucky I like painter. I expect to see this by noon. Oh, I can't say that. No, I need you to be walking in. No. Fuck. Do I be a good friend or a good director, chat?
Never be a good friend.
God, you're right.
Do you need my lecture on friendship again?
You need.
I don't know if the chat's ready for that.
It's legendary.
Hang on, there was also the avatar. Yeah, here's the cursed avatar without glasses. Because it was inherently made cursed, it became a lot more cursed when there wasn't glasses.
With the glasses, like they're like, we'll make this cursed, and then
no,
made it.
No, the thing is, we made
the
my avatar was made to have dramatically cursed anime eyes, like as a bit, and you can tell when
you
there
mean
isn't
anime
glasses.
eyes, like what everyone thinks I have.
Yeah, like look on the stream. This is the avatar without the glasses added, and you can really tell when they're like that, because the anime-ification of them is times by 10. But, and then you get the glasses, and suddenly it falls into place.
You look so different without them.
I know, it's crazy. Anyway, there you go. that really got
enjoyed that.
No, without the glasses, you're like, oh, sweet, innocent child, and you put on the glasses, and oh, that's like 10 years.
What?
You just seem much like the glasses, the image seems like, I'm a sweet child who doesn't know anything about the world, and suddenly you put on the glasses. Oh, the world is there.
I think this is a use thing.
She's calling you old, Doge.
It's funny because it's the opposite in real life. I look like I aged 10 years when I'm not wearing my glasses because my glasses make my eyes look bigger. So I look, and also so I will say, my glasses, the frames and stuff, like they take my eye bags out of frame. When I take my glasses off, you suddenly see all my eye bags, and it's so bad.
Oh,
Well, it's not even like
Well,
eye bags; it's just purple.
When I was 9, my cousin came home with glasses on,
Mhm.
and she's like, "I got new glasses." And I'm like, "Cool." And I tried them on. I'm like, "Why is it easier to see?" So my school had been recommending me to go to the eye doctors for forever, and my mom kept taking me, and the guy kept on telling her, "No, she doesn't need glasses." I remember being like 10 years old and absolutely devastated, being dragged out with the eye doctor, crying because I wanted glasses so much. The guy kept on telling me, "No, you don't need them."
Well, like,
Oh.
does this look better? Yes, but you don't need them. No, please, I like seeing things. That's
'Cause I
so
was
sad.
convinced after my cousin got them, and I could look on her glasses and actually see shit. I needed them.
Wait, what the hell?
And so when I was 14, we went back again for like the 18th time, and it was a new guy.
Why didn't you
like,
just
they-
go to a
like-
different one?
Because I live in a small town, and there's like only the local one.
Go out of town if you want to see. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of worth
I
it.
was fucking bored. What do you want from me?
So am I, but I feel like the ability to see is like up there on priorities. I don't know.
So we went to a new guy, and I was sitting there at 14 expecting like to be told the same thing I'm always told: "No, you don't fucking need them," and be really pissed off about it. But I can't keep going back because my school's like demanding it at this point. So I get sent in, and the guy's sitting there looking at my glasses, and he takes a step back and he looks at my mom, and he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Mom was like, "Yeah, like what?" And she's like, this person's like needed glasses since they were like 8 or like 7 at least.
That
If not
I'm
their whole life.
so sorry.
I remember, I'm like, "Oh, that's," I'm like, "Ha," I was just sitting there going, I knew it. So I left. I still didn't have glasses because the order needed to come in and all that shit. But like next week we came in and got the order, and I will never forget walking, because like I'd worn glasses, my cousin's glasses before, but it was always inside and it was only for like a little bit. I will never forget walking outside with glasses on for the first time.
That is so crazy.
And I looked at the trees and I absolutely lost my shit. I'm like, Mom! She's like, "What? You can see individual leaves?"
That's so sad. What? You were 14 when you saw leaves? Is that why you like terraforming in Minecraft so much?
Because for the first time, it wasn't just a mass of green. You can see individual leaves. I couldn't believe it.
Is that why you're all for building cute things in Minecraft and capturing that? Is this where it stems from? That visceral reaction.
Eventually, my mom had to tell me to shut up in the car because I wanted to stop talking.
We wouldn't stop admiring life.
I'm like, holy shit.
That is so... I don't know how you've made a really funny story sad at the same time.
I'd stop in the middle of, like, I'd be walking to school and I'd stop in the
Graphics
middle
card
of,
updates.
like, I'd stop in the middle of a park and just stare at these trees, like, just deadlocked, like, oh my god.
Oh, they're so beautiful.
But anyway.
Good job on the most miserable happy moment ever.
But every now and then I'll forget.
I don't understand how people who need glasses can forget them.
Like, I spent 14 years getting out of bed without having to put on glasses.
But you've now spent probably longer, right?
Yeah.
So...
It doesn't make sense to me either. I went downtown once.
You don't make sense to me!
I I went downtown once and I saw my best friend down there. I'm like, hey, and she's like, hey, and then she stopped, and then she pushed me to her car and she made me drove me home because I didn't. Like, you're gonna get hit by a car or something. How dare you? I'm like, it was just. Because I can see enough not to walk into shit and everything.
Well, I feel like, you know what's
just,
really...
I can't see any detail.
You know what really bothers me? So back in primary school, I must have been like 7 or 8 or something, right? Maybe, yeah, that sounded about right. I remember my glasses broke at the start of the day. Now, this is an absolute nightmare because I really needed glasses, and I actually couldn't do work for the rest of the day because it was just so difficult to actually like focus on the paper and that. But it wasn't that like I can't really remember. I just remember things just being a lot more annoying and just like becoming what ended up happening. The teacher was like, we're gonna get a couple people to help you be able to see things in the because they're like, oh, you can barely see things. You need like someone with you or that at to, you know, just be about at like in the playground or that. This wasn't true. So things are blurrier the closer they are to me when I don't have my glasses on. So obviously walking about and stuff is fine, and also even then, like you said, it's blurry. It's not like you can't see. Like, you can see objects and stuff fine. You just don't get to admire it, I guess.
You don't get the H.
Yeah, it's like watching a YouTube video in like 2040p. Like, you can watch it, but you don't get any.
You
of
can
the
tell what
details.
you're looking at most of the time.
Yeah, and I remember at one point just being like, "Stop!" Like I don't need to because obviously imagine like a 7-year-old getting told by the teacher you need to help someone. Like they're gonna be on that. They're getting fucking locked in.
It gets to the point where you just want to murder the other person.
I didn't want to do that. I was just like, I don't need help. Like I just didn't need it. Like I don't need someone leading me about or showing like just leave me alone. So yeah, that was fun. And then at the end of the day, that was one of the days they were watching a movie, and I couldn't see it. So that was fun. I don't know what movie it was, but I'm glad I didn't, because it's already annoying enough watching a movie in school because they'll half the time the teacher's like, oh, we'll finish this another day, and then a lot of people will be like, oh, we were off that day, and they're like, okay, we'll just start again, and you'll never finish a movie in school. It never happens. Unless you're very lucky, and the teacher has like designated time slots to doing things, but no one's that organized usually. So, but it didn't help that I didn't even get to see the first half, so whatever. I'm not sorry.
I hated watching movies as a kid in school.
Why?
Because my classmates always picked something I was like not interested in the slightest. Like SpongeBob was a recurring one I watched.
We never watched something like that. They would always pick something like somewhat educational or like a classic movie. So there was always some sort of.
Maybe because I'm in America, we picked whatever was popular at the time. So like the Elf movie was like a recurring one. SpongeBob, just a lot of stuff. Like, and it would always be like a choice between that or something educational. And everyone would be like, who wants to watch SpongeBob? And all their hands pop up, and then the teacher's like, who wants to watch The Sound of Music? And I pop my hand up because it's music class.
You want to know something so miserable? I don't like talking about this on the internet because it's just not something I want out there, but it's a stream, so no one's going to see it really. But as you know,
immediately puts it on the internet.
It's like, it's not a big deal. It's just one of those things. It's like, it's a bit of an odd thing to share. You just don't share it about. But you know my I know about my big sensory issue with paper, right? And cardboard, or at least Squid does.
You told me about this.
So I'm gonna summarize it for chat basically, but
I found out when I hit him with a cardboard box and he like died.
sensory killed in one move. You know what's the most frustrating? No, I'll get to this thing. Right, I'll get there. Story coherence. So, bit of context. Imagine living your life where hearing and touching cardboard and paper, and sometimes thinking about it, because, you know, if you think about a sensory thing, it's a very minor, but you do sort of like, get that sort of ick a little. Imagine the same sort of feeling in your body that you get when you hear like a fork scraping on a plate and things. That, but with paper and cardboard. It's an absolute nightmare. And the biggest thing was, so you know how we were just talking about movies in class, right?
Mhm.
I never cared about a movie. Every time there was the possibility of a movie or doing some sort of fun activity, I would always want the movie because, like, oh, finally, I'm not going to have sensory overload. There's not going to be paper out everywhere. That was it. That was the only thing I cared about. Every time. And you know it's even worse? So, you know how you'd have summer holidays where you're off school for a bit? The worst part is, I would sort of dread the summer holidays in a weird way, because I knew that when I went back, it would sort of like, you know when you're... It's like, once you're away from it, suddenly being overwhelmed with tons of the sensory all at once it's gonna be a lot worse, you know?
Mhm.
But you're obviously not gonna subject yourself to it, because why the hell would you do that? But it was a double-edged sword, because it also was just like the first week of coming back from a summer holiday was so bad, because I just had everyone flipping over new jotters, and you know, people would always be so obnoxious of flipping the pages, and I need to stop describing it because it's really getting me.
Sorry.
I like your visceral description of page turning.
It's horrible.
That's the
I
thing.
love
It's
you
really
describing
funny.
it.
It's
'Cause,
really
like, when you
stupid.
describe it, it's like this horrible thing.
It is to me though, and that's the thing that's so difficult. I remember one of the first times it got really bad was when we were on a plane. Now I was quite young, so I never had headphones or anything to listen to stuff, right? We just had our game. But my mum wanted to read her book on the plane, right next to me, and there was a person reading a newspaper behind me for 5 hours.
Oh, God.
And I had nothing to block out sound.
So no, if we ever meet in person, don't bring ice.
So that was and my mom and I couldn't articulate why this was like such a big deal, that great, but also because like my mum or that doesn't understand this, they don't have this issue, so they're just gonna not
You don't have the
believe.
sensory issue.
Yeah,
They
like
don't get it.
it's a sort of thing. If you don't have it, you don't understand. Like they just thought I was just being really dramatic and upset for no reason. And they're just like they were getting mad at me because I was really upset. And I was like, please don't read the book and stuff. And they're like, I'm gonna read it because obviously like it's a long flight and you want some entertainment. If that's the thing you've brought, like I get it. But me having the biggest sensory overload of my life was having the worst time ever. So it was a terrible combo of, dear God. I don't know if it got better after that, because I don't think I got headphones or anything for a long while after that. We just never did that specifically.
So is it the paper or is it like the sound of the paper?
It's texture and sound.
All right. So as long as you can't hear it and you aren't feeling it, you're fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Does the like cartographer villager set you off?
Because
they make that like scrolling.
They make that paper
it's
noise
slightly
every time.
artificial, so it doesn't get me, really.
Yeah.
But like, It's like 1%. But you know, it's like next to nothing. It's like a computer, you know.
Can't wait for you to get tons of fan mail one day.
You know, it's really miserable because I realize I'm like, you know what's really stupid?
Your face?
How do I work at like a supermarket? I wouldn't be able to. Because you'd have to like, I would be perfectly capable, but I don't know if I have it in me to like unbox things.
That's true, yeah.
Now, at my work, I do have to unbox things in that sometimes, but I always have, like, earphones in, and they're wireless, and I'm a cleaner, so it's not that big a deal, but that wouldn't slide in retail. They would not let you have those in. And I have no medical thing saying it helps me. Like, obviously, I can still hear things fine, but it's specifically just to block out, or, like, it muffles it in a way that makes it tolerable, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, I can deal with it for briefly, but yeah, I don't know what I would do. Unboxing vid, but it's just me screaming.
I was just gonna
So
say
you wouldn't be able to work in retail because of the paper and the cardboard, and I wouldn't be able to work in retail because I'd be too busy telling people off.
The polar opposites. I feel like it would definitely depend which place, because like smaller shops don't have to deal with it as much, but like supermarkets, they want you to unbox stuff a lot more than that, you know? It really depends on the place and that, obviously. Because I can stomach it a little, but it's so funny because if I walk into an aisle in a shop that I really want to go to, but there's people unboxing stuff, I just walk to another aisle. And I like prep myself up and I go back. If they're still there, I just
give yourself a little pep talk.
I tried to like hype my senses up. So it's so stupid. Like the amount of mental workaround sort of just always happening is kind of crazy if I think about it. But this is like second nature to me.
You know, the paper got us last time, but this time we shall persevere.
The epic battle. And it's...
I can just imagine walking through a store with you and like about to go into an aisle and you're like going, nope, you need to go to the next one.
Me and you in a shop, Doge, is a
like, I mean, I was
quite
with you in a
mistake.
shop and it was fine. But because here's the thing, right?
It's fine until it's not fine.
I make sure it's not. I try to hide my telltale signs of I'm having issues with it because, if you know school, if you try to stop something being an issue, people will make fun of you for this. One of the earliest things I would always do was like I'd always like cover my ears when I could, or I'd always have when I was writing stuff, I'd always cover one ear and write with the other. I always hid it by like acting as if I was just resting my hand on my head as I wrote stuff, but I always had one finger like keeping my ear closed. But that one's not as bad. But one that was really bad was, and it's purely subconscious. I never started consciously doing it, and I still do it. I always bite my lip when it's really bad. And that's a lot more visual, and people pick up on that more. And I remember people always walking up to me, like, exaggerating, like, doing that, and always making fun of me. And I couldn't tell why they were doing it, because I didn't know that I was doing it either. You know, like, it's a subconscious reaction. Do y'all build stuff off stream? I don't as much these days, because I have streams as sort of a way to force myself to focus and lock in, because I get I don't know, I'm not in the headspace to work on projects on my own at the moment. I'm not gonna be so for real. I know I've got to keep stream entertained with visual, so I've got to build. So I would always have people making fun of me, and I picked up on it eventually. So now, I've noticed at work, if I have to like do cardboard, I'd always start and I'd just like, I put a lot of effort and a lot of willpower into like, don't have any reaction, just do it and leave. Don't have any sort of visual reaction.
Traumatized from like other people.
It's not like that. I just don't want there to be. I don't want to. You just don't want. Yeah, you just don't want to. You just want to. You just want to do your job and have it done and look like a normal person.
Like my reading disability. I don't want to bring it up unless I absolutely have to and I can't avoid it.
Yeah. So, yeah. It always comes back to like you know, there was you know how there was always that hypothetical is like, if you had one wish, if you ever had one wish, what would it be? And there was always, everyone would always have their like, they'd have their like realistic, semi-realistic, like, oh, I would want a lot of money so I could get like a fucking this or that. Mine would always be, first and foremost, I want to not have this censor issue. I don't care about anything else in the world. These days, that's not what I would wish for, but like, that used to be what I would wish for. Anyway, but it's that sort of thing. It's like, there's no harm in bringing it up. It's just not the sort of thing you'd want people to know about that much, because some people are dicks. And also, there's not really much reason to bring it up usually. But yeah, truthfully, that worries me about working like a bakery, because you'd have to fold the box to pack the cakes, and that's quite difficult for me. But also, it's really hard because I love baking, and I feel like I'm quite decent at it if I try. So I don't know. I'm gonna see how that goes.
I have an idea. I'll talk to you after stream about it.
Yeah.
It's a funky idea.
What kind of idea that you couldn't talk about on stream? If you say here's some, I want to do an exposure therapy test. It doesn't work.
It's not that.
I remember my brother for the longest time was always like,
trust me,
we just need to like constantly make you hear it so it stops being an issue. I was just...
My brother has similar issues, but I think a lot worse, to be honest. Trust me, I know. Well, I think you actually have something similar. Like he'll definitely do it at the paper. You'll always catch him with his sleeve down his like arm.
That's why I wear long sleeves.
Yeah, that's why you're in that department. You're the same.
That's crazy. I never even brought that up. You know, so I could never go to school without a school jumper.
Doge creation.
Yeah. My brother's the exact same.
Like, yeah, it was because I couldn't have my arm feeling the paper. So I would always have a school jumper on. To the point that if my jumper was in the wash and it was still wet, I would wear it wet to school in the hopes it would dry.
Oh yeah. My brother would do the exact. Well, my brother has like an exact type of fleece. If it's anything different, the world ends.
I mean, there is certain fabrics that I actually despise, but we won't get into that.
Moving cheesy puffs like little bunker here.
Before I would say moving on to cheesy puff, I was gonna explode. Like, how can we change this
cheesy puff's issue?
No, cheesy puff. Let's throw cheesy puff under the bus, everyone. Live.
Just moving his little bunker away.
I also feel bad. I've been reading chat, but I've not been answered because that was the first time I've had a coherent statement. I mean, I have been reading actually. There's not been anything. Except I didn't say hi to Aaron, which is a good thing. I'm so mean. I'm sorry. I'm not. If it's funny, I'm not sorry. Hello, oh, the stream delay catching up in the live time is so sad. Okay, bye. No, come back. No, I would never be mean to you for real. Unless it's really funny. We have to follow everyone. Remember the golden rule to life. Anything's okay if it's funny.
True.
That goes for anything. Just don't bring me to a lawyer. Your Honor, it was funny. I don't know how well that slides in court for other people.
It's worked well for me before.
Well, that's why I said for other people. I can't hear you left. Okay, never mind. This is my favorite Undertale yellow song. Ha ha ha! My plans.
You guys want to hear my trauma about glasses?
Tell us.
Yes.
It defeats all of you, all of you peasants, like, needing glasses. My issue is way worse than all
My
of yours.
issue is I look like a nerd!
That as well. No. I met up with Cheesy Puff and I discovered that when I put Cheesy Puff's glasses on, we have the exact same eye issue.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
We can wear each other's glasses completely fine.
Oh, wait, you're right, that is horrible.
Yeah.
Also, I'm realizing this wall is a lot bigger than I planned, and it's not giving the effect I wanted for the room, so now I have to raise this up a lot more, which is sad, because I like the shape of this bar.
So you have to make the build bigger?
I have to build less, actually. But I've already built it, so it's actually just wasting more time. Because look, I wanted the... I wanted it to be obvious that there was like the curve of the rock here, but even though this is like 15 blocks high, the cave's too big, so it looks small. God damn. Do I have some water left? I know a lot of it's spilled on the keyboard, but surely there's some.
Josh, tell me not to put a greenhouse in the ruins. Tell me so I'll stop.
Are you putting it next to the bridge?
I was thinking about it.
Why would I tell you not to?
Which bridge? The spike room?
Yeah, where you don't see any walls.
Like, cause I know like we need more structure in here. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just
That's the problem with
overthinking
the ruins.
everything.
I like having. I feel like it's simple to say you need structure, but it's difficult to make the structure look good without being repetitive.
It's also like hard with these these fucking walls.
Yeah, no, it's a massive wall. It's harder the bigger the wall gets. For the purpose, anyway. But you just built all that. I know. Welcome to the Undertale build, where you break half the time you build. I feel like that's something people also don't quite grasp about the build, is that,
How much shit we do and then break, then build again, then break again.
like, yeah, there's a lot of it that just gets redone. Or doesn't quite get executed right the first try. Like, it looks minor when I'm building it, but like, imagine this for every part of the build. And imagine it happening multiple times. And sometimes you build a whole cave wall and realize, the shape's slightly off, so you have to either add a bunch to it or get rid of it. I could actually show you right now a part where that happened. A really key part. So... in the bridge room, I was having a similar issue where the wall was too flat on the back. So what I ended up doing was I actually brought a huge curve out of the wall here, so it doesn't... Actually, it's still whole, as you can see. Is the terraforming still behind it? Yeah, you can see the original wall here, where it connected, and then I added this entire chunk of earth onto the edge of it. And it still looks relatively flat because of perspective, but like, it just adds a bit of extra spice into the shape when you're looking at it from here that wasn't there before. And just things like that all the time, adding different shape and things. I know this room is going to get a bunch of that done as well. And why do I not recognize this? Why don't I recognize these spikes? Surely they were there before. I don't.
Which spikes?
These ones. I don't recognize them.
They've been there for a long time, Doge.
That's the thing. I'm going crazy.
I'm pretty sure you helped make them.
I'm pulling up a backup.
Can I ask what's going on with the redstone in there?
There's redstone in there.
It's not actual
Okay.
redstone machines, it's the outlines.
Whereabouts?
It's the lines. Like the cave
Oh, it's not
lines.
in here. It's in the Undyne bridge room.
Oh, the red blocks.
Yeah, the red blocks.
That was me being epic and
Okay, this is
planning
two.
more stone.
All right.
Oh, I went in the wrong direction. I got lost on the build.
I have so many different backups and different. Oh, I remember this stream.
Was it the one
They
where
have
everything
been
went
here.
wrong?
Damn. This cave has been so unfinished for so long, but it looks. What is going on? Why does it look different every time I look at it? No, I'm losing it. I'm actually losing it. It's done. My marbles, they went. Hang on. Hi. It's because I detailed that there. Ugh. Sorry, I'm actually losing it. I don't like that cave. I just never want to look at it. I was trying to not swear as much for White Top, but I don't know if on my crash out there, if I actually managed to do that.
You shouldn't have invited me then.
Well, White Top can't hold me for other people's. You used to be so good for it.
I was such a good Christian child. And
I
I'm no
believe
longer.
you can easily not swear, you just don't care.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I was never any of those things.
I'm like, I just have to like turn that switch on.
I can remember being like 5 and going to church and then questioning them on everything. They hated me.
I just don't like swearing out of politeness, to be honest. I don't know, there's certain vibes you're like I never really swear around family that much. I never.
There's a time and a place for it.
Yeah. Like there's. Well, I mean, I say that like my family uses it every other word, but like I'm not that. I don't know. It just
The
it's
time
not
and the place
natural.
for it is around Ashton.
Like I feel like I use it a lot for streaming that, but like it's not. You can tell it's not inherently built into like my vocabulary because it's not in every sentence I say.
It's funny for me because like I feel like I don't swear all that often compared to like my people around me, and then I come on here I'm like, you swear a lot. I'm like, really?
Wait, White Top, I need to know though. When Cheesy Puff is around, don't you just let off a little one? Like just a quiet one, like surely.
I've
make it, like-
never heard White Top swear. I don't even know if White Top's still
Yeah.
here.
White Top will just do it, mute the mic and just start cussing. Cheesy Puff out every
White Top's
time.
actually got like a sailor mouth, but always mutes.
Yeah.
Like, sorry guys, my
He's really
internet's
good
bad. No, it's just just always muting.
He starts
really
swearing
good
so
at that,
loud
like,
that the mic
mute
bugs. Just crashes out.
This is the dark side of White Top 8282, but they don't tell
That's
you.
a video. That's a video idea.
I'm posting it to the What Top channel.
Do it.
Nope, you never will. I'll never hear you swear. Not
Not
even
even
a
once.
one time as a treat. On
What
my
about our first
birthday.
birthday?
What if that was? What if I just wanted one?
What if he was dying and that was his Make-A-Wish request?
What if my dying wish was to hear that? It's like how I really want to hear my grand on the karaoke. She says I'll never hear it, but I will one day. I'm determined. I really need to. I've never heard her sing. No. Well, wow! Wow, you would deny me my final request on my death.
Wow.
Alright, I better get hit with some mad disease soon. Let's put it to the test.
I could hit you with a cardboard box, that'd work.
No, that just caused me to swear. So your time wishes your white toad swear, and I'm concerned how boring of a life you've had. I'm building Undertale and Minecraft on a giant scale, and it's been 6 years. I'm living a pretty boring life. I had that locked and loaded, sorry.
That was a trauma response right there. Sounds like you'd had that off and you wanted to get that off your chest.
I do, actually.
I think someone asked in chat how long we've been building this too.
Oh yeah, I forgot to answer.
You
Go.
answered already.
No, but like they asked at the start of stream.
No,
It's
there's someone
only
who asked
been
more
5
recently.
and a half. It's not 6 yet, right?
White top. White top. My 21st birthday is coming up soon. That's a big birthday.
That's a big one.
That's literally got 1 in it. White top. I don't even need you to say it on call. You could just send me an audio file and then actually you would never want me to have that, to be fair. I'm not
Yeah, that'd be
Dozer.
too much
I
power.
would never
That'd be
abuse
too much
it like
power.
Dozer would, because I knew you would. If I have the conscience to not say stuff on the stream when you're here, I would never play it to someone, regardless. Even if it's just a 5-second VC. Come on.
Do it, do it, do it.
Who dropped their age?
Me.
Oh.
It's like, I don't know, how many months away? 3. Exactly 3! Holy, it's the 2 today. Wow. White top. Come on. You can't do this for my birthday.
He's literally sitting
White
here begging
top.
White Top.
Buddy chum pal. Use
Hey
speech.
there, buddy, pal. Bread slice home dog. You wouldn't deny me on my birthday. I think White Top's gonna leave stream.
I think you just got denied.
There's another way I can do this. I can get everyone else to also try guilt trip White Top, so then it's not just me.
Yeah, that works.
I'll get Doodle to help.
Oh yeah.
I know Doodle wouldn't agree with the sentiment, but she does love committing to the bit more.
Yeah.
So
It's the philosophy. It'll be funny. Yeah, that trumps everything else.
sorry, I'm also listening to the Meltdown from Yellow, and I just forget. The Steamworks, I think, is one of the best parts of Undertale Yellow by far. I feel like the writing of the Steamworks is so good. Axe's best character. Changed my mind.
True.
Doodle would say no as well. See, she would normally. But these are very specific circumstances. I don't know if she has the heart. Do you think Doodle would say no on my birthday and committing to a bit? Do you think Doodle has it in her? Oh Also, Squid. I've built a shape that I feel could very easily become an interesting shape from your style.
Don't
Look at it.
phrase it like that.
Look, no, look. You see what I'm... This is... It could curve around like this. I think. And connect up here and have that bit connect. Like that. I just can't curve the wall.
You just want my curves.
I do. I'm gonna try. But...
Well, the first curve I see is this going down.
I don't know where you are.
Like...
Yeah, but I've not built that, so I never will.
And then, but then behind, like, you've got this bit here is kind of the back edge of the wall if we're curving it in.
Yeah.
So this is just more of a normal curve. How's this a me specific curve?
Because this was originally going to connect to the wall. This wasn't going to be
this to
sticky.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a...
And then I realized
That's
that's
the
just
problem.
really... It's really bad.
Yeah, we could do it like da 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 da.
No, like what I was gonna do was I was trying to curve this, and it wasn't working.
Well, can't we? Yeah, so you want a sticky out bit?
Yeah.
We can do a sticky out bit. Curve that to there. Do a thing. Yeah, it's fine. I'm on it.
Can anyone tell me where the box is? Wait, which box? She would not do it at all, even if it's your birthday. Oh wow, you're making me sad, White Top. Wow.
I think we should put a bet on it and see if Doodle would do it. If Doodle would do it, then you know what you win, Doge.
Interesting proposition.
How confident, Wise Up, are you that Doodle would not do this?
Yeah,
Are you ready to
hang
put
on,
your-
right now the hands are in Doodle's pockets. Hang on. This is a little
Trouble is-
gamble.
Trouble is, this needs to connect to something that's got substance up here, Doge.
Yeah.
At the minute, it's just going into the back edge. We need some substance.
You're very confident. Interesting.
So if Doodle
What if-
did
what if,
swear,
uh,
then you have to.
Squid, come over here. What if you curve the path round so it can connect up here to the entrance, but there is still a little bit of a sticky out bit that connects to that bit?
Yeah, I was thinking like splurge to here, but also maybe like this way as well.
Yeah, and just have a little bit of an extra jut out there.
Needs to be quite chunky as well. It won't work with just a thin bit.
I also don't want to change the shape of the cave too badly. Well, I do, but
I'm on it. Don't worry.
I trust.
Slope Doctor is
But
here.
she won't, and neither will I.
Oh, do you want to bet on that?
Well, we're gonna bet, regardless. If you're confident, then there's no reason not to do the bet.
If you're that confident, then there's no reason. You're just
There's
winning.
no loss for you if you're that confident.
There's no loss. Yeah.
Let's bet on it. No, you can't drag Doodle in here and manipulate her first. That's
No.
cheating. You can't do that. Wow, I never took you for a cheater, White Top. This is blasphemy. Wow.
Trying to influence the election before it's happened.
Doodle, I have a question. Doodle, I have a very big
Would you
request.
rather?
So my birthday is coming up, and it's it's a pretty big one, 21. And I want to hear White Top say "I swear," a single one. In my lifetime, I only want a single one ever, because I've never heard it happen. And she said she would never do it, even if it was my dying breath, and that was the only thing I wanted. And it's all I want for my birthday, and she said she'd never do it. And I said, would you handle Doodle also saying it? And she said, Doodle will never agree to that. And I don't know.
But Doodle, it'll be funny.
Doodle, think about how funny it would be.
It'll be funny.
I did not call her in. There's no way that was a pure chance. No way. We say Doodle's name and she shows. Wait, no, Wolf is watching stream. I guarantee Wolf and Doodle were in a VC, and Wolf told Doodle. I guarantee it. They are. Called it. I've sworn 2 times in my life. Sad face. That's different though. Yup. Wolf get caught.
Two times in your life. Well, don't you think a three it makes it?
No,
three's the
that was
magic
Doodle
number,
saying
right?
that. That's not White Top.
Yeah, I know, but I'm asking Doodle.
No, that's the thing. I don't need a Doodle one. I need it from White Top.
I want to know if Doodle would do that for you on your deathbed when you're dying from being
the
crashed
thing
in
is,
the cardboard
right?
box.
I feel like I can't picture it as much from White Top as Doodle. Like I technically haven't heard Doodle swear, but I feel like I just cannot visualize it from White Top in any regard, and I need it, you know? You know when something feels so impossible, you need to make it happen.
No, but I'm curious if White Top is correct and Doodle would never do that. As your last breath slips away.
Why
And
me?
you're
Because
gonna
you're the one because you never would, and that's what's interesting. I've never heard you swear in like 6 years, and that I just realized how fascinating that is to me. I'm sorry. I would have such a struggle. Come on, White Top, it's my only birthday request. Private VC, it doesn't have to be in a group. You can just join, say one word and leave. It can be when no one's home. I just need to know if it's possible. But I would Doodle said, but I would probably just cry. What top? What top? I'm your biggest fan, what top? You don't understand the visceral joy I get from seeing a White Top 8282 notification on YouTube. I love seeing Chris and Aaron have a little argument of, I don't know what to call you, and Aaron being like, I'm not used to my username. While this is all going on. I just remembered I have this really stupid avatar as my avatar. I just realized, I just remembered it's that stupid drawing. I won't change it back. Don't call. Don't call. You can't take this as me insulting Joel. Oh my god. Chat, I hate you all. There. I hate everyone. You're all stupid. There. The server is clown, isn't it? It's not. Clowns aren't government name, literally. I don't think I'm gonna be able to like let the swear thing go. The range streamer violently insults viewers. Old man yells at cloud type beat.
That's a very me thing to do.
That's literally your job.
Yep.
Do you think you'd still be doing that job at like 60?
Haven't
I know it's a little bit early for that. Just by like
Well,
a while.
I mean, the consensus is if I don't dip after 2 years, I'll be doing it when I'm 100.
Wait, really? Is that in like a contract?
No, that's just the consensus with everyone I've asked and myself.
Oh.
I'll do it forever or not at all.
You...
Honestly, it really depends on how our plan goes.
It really does, yeah.
Like a lot of my decision making is based on that.
Should we make preparations to have your death wish happen? Like, make it happen? Don't cause my death without any reward.
Yeah, we need to know if we're gonna get the swear before I kill him. Like, otherwise it would only be moderately satisfying.
What would you do without your streamers, Lid?
I'll just be showing up to your grave. And
Setting up OBS!
setting up I could do streams of your grave. It'd be great. 24 hours a day. And you'd never get tired. And I can just play like Doge sound bites on loop.
just like my grave, and it's just it might wait. You can have it linked up to my avatar, the sound bite, so it just looks like I'm talking at my own grave. This is a really dark conversation, but also very silly. So I don't know how to feel about it.
I need to consult the spreadsheet. I need to know what the final stats were.
I didn't know you still. The funniest thing is, what was the closest to dying? Was it just dehydration?
Well, I was trying to work it out. I was like, I think altitude sickness. I genuinely don't know if I was in danger or whether I just felt like shit. I don't know. The shoe incident, I don't know really. I think it wouldn't have been starvation, it was probably more like exhaustion. So I wouldn't have starved if I hadn't been walking, but I had to walk. So like I would have potentially collapsed. I don't know. I don't know how it all works.
I remember you mentioned that the hydration one was a big problem at one point though.
Oh, there was a lot of times where it was close, but not like really close. There was a lot of discomfort and some like, some rather long, painful walks, but it was never to the point where I thought I was actually going to drop down dead. There was a hilarious one where I was on call with my family, crossing the Mojave, and I was like, "Hey, Mum, I've got 8 miles and no water."
I'm sure she
you want
was.
to walk with me? Well, she didn't sound panicked, but then when I told her I lived the next day, she sounded relieved.
You know, does she like panic? It doesn't sound like her tone.
not panic.
That's what I'm thinking.
Panics, but not panic.
Mhm.
Worries more than panic.
Okay, I couldn't actually picture an actual panic.
That's a rarity now. I think the only time she was really worried was when I sent a satellite message being like, "Help! Everything's on fire. Give me info." Because like my satellite messenger, it's like, I mean, you've seen the Nokia brick and how slow I have to type on that.
Mhm.
The satellite messenger is 10 times worse because you have to key down through the entire alphabet just to get a single letter.
Oh my god.
And the buttons are really stiff as well, so it's really hard to press them. So the messages I can send can only be brief, otherwise it takes hours to send them. So
I am
literally
dying. Not.
I just said
I die.
I said fire, need info, basically. And she got it at 3 a.m. Woke my dad up and spent the rest of the morning like consulting
Just
every
freaking out.
conceivable piece of information. I don't know if I've told you this, but like I got given information on the trail that was wrong. So I met somebody who said that basically I got to the point where someone said the trail up ahead was closed due to fire, and then I think purely by chance I wasn't running into many hikers. Later I found out that there were hikers that I think I was just by coincidence missing them because we were all going north at the same pace. To me, I'd just been told that the way out was shut, the air was filling with smoke, and yeah, the information about straight in front of me was actually wrong. It was still open, but at the time I thought the way out in front of me was shut. I found out one of my escape routes was the village was being evacuated, which was true. So then I basically I was at a point where I was at the point of no return with my food, because I'd have to choose to go back or to go on. And if I chose to go on, I wouldn't be able to make it back if I had to turn around. So I was basically like, fire, tell me everything I know. I need all the information, because I had no signal at all. So I had no way of telling how bad the situation was up ahead. So yeah, I was like, fire, give me all information that is possible to give on everything.
I can't believe you didn't say this. This is very interesting.
Oh, I've got a lot of tales.
You didn't even mention the concept of a satellite message to us.
Ah, thank you. I mean, this was the section before the hugs and kisses.
Sorry, without context, that's really funny.
I'm not telling Stream the context, they can figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a massive fire, but this was before the hugs and kisses, so don't you worry.
It was really funny as well, because I sent a photo of the hugs and kisses to the girl I was seeing.
Uh-huh.
And I think you made her a slightly jealous, Doge, because she was like, "Who sent you that?" I was like, "Oh, someone special."
Please say you actually said that. Please.
Of course I said that.
Oh, you're amazing. That's...
Uh,
Listen,
Anyway.
Squid, look, you can get with someone all you like, but nothing's come between us.
oh, it's true. It's true. But no, there was but that was the worst section fire-wise, right before the hugs and kisses. So you know what I mean.
I
You know
know
what I mean.
what you mean. I love the implication, but there was an equal danger afterwards, known as hugs and kisses.
It was pretty dangerous.
It's like you know, you're watching a show and they have like different arcs of different names. There's the fire arc and there's the hugs and kisses arc, both equally as deadly. Ashton, are you okay?
No, I don't know that. I keep on getting kicked for what? It's not even kicked, I just keep on losing connection. I
Your
actually
ping
got
was
up to,
terrible
like-
at the start of stream. It's probably because White Top's around.
Damn it, White Top. I actually just went into my brother's room to, like, investigate whether or not he was downloading a bunch of shit. He's not. I have no idea what's going on.
Is there a fire, or is there hugs and kisses somewhere?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm sure there's no hugging and kisses. Maybe there is a fire.
Wait, I could make it a members only live stream, live to just me. Wow. That's just an unlisted stream.
I feel like the server is punishing me because I was working on that one room and I didn't like how anything was going, so I came over here to play Stone instead, and like now the server is punishing me for like leaving that room.
Wait, I just realized they finally added polls to YouTube chats. Hang on.
Holy shit.
Wait, I'm making one right now. Chat, everyone vote.
I'm voting.
Where are they voting on?
Alright, chat, you need to make your vote. Come on, chat. You'll know the real answer. Let's be honest.
Squidward escaped the fire and just murdered by the hugging kisses after.
Don't influence the vote.
It's what happened.
Sorry.
Anything you say, everyone's gonna vote for. We have streamer influence. We can't mention anything. But pure vibes alone, chat.
Of course, there's always the third option that Cheesy Puff accidentally got you murdered somehow.
The third option
And I pushed him in the lake.
is Squid talking to Cheese too much, but that's like inevitable no matter what.
I feel like that's more dangerous for Cheesy Puff.
Yeah, you would make sure you draw your limit.
God, if you did that huge like vote thing about how likely you were gonna die, what was gonna kill you before you left, I think like Cheesy Puff was like 3 of them.
Yeah.
I actually never put Cheesy Puff on mine.
Have you seen the footage, Ashton, of me pushing Cheesy Puff in a lake?
No, I have not.
Wait, where is it?
You
Wait,
never
no.
actually showed either of us.
Wait, I definitely showed it to you.
I never actually
I
saw
think
that
it's in-
falling. You were going for your footage, but you never got that. But it wasn't in that section. How long does the vote last? Oh, I can just end the vote whenever. There's no timer. God damn, that's really stupid. It's better than nothing.
Image.
I'll end the poll in a couple minutes, chat. You've got to make your vote now. Oh, I love polls. This is fun. Gambling. I feel like I've done a lot of terraforming and nothing at all.
What the heck is this bench?
What?
Hey, Ocha, human John.
It was so applicable.
Wait, where are you sending this?
Hang on. Just that image is glorious. It's so applicable.
I like the graffiti on the side.
It's so appropriate.
that is Undertale dialogue if I've ever read it.
That being in a wooded area and saying that to a human child is so...
Andy just fallen in a lake.
Wait, I never even noticed.
You know how many kids get lost in the woods and die every...
I want that jacket to burn. Lori! Worry? Warmth? Your favorite streamer Squid is back.
Your streamer.
From the big long evil walk.
Mm-hmm.
You
Sorry,
have to
I'm just
vote. You have to
confused
vote
about
on the
that.
poll, by the way, now that you're here.
Oh, that's some really pretty water.
I really pretty water.
And he's wearing his Deltarune t-shirt.
This whole wall is pissing me off.
Your face is pissing me off.
Hi, my favorite streamer Squid. How was the big long evil walk?
This is the issue. Everyone asks me that, and how am I supposed to respond?
It's true. Like, how do you summarize?
Yeah, it was right. That's the best response I've got.
Yeah, you need to ask, like, I feel like people need to ask, like, a very specific question. Like-
Yeah, you need some specifics.
Like, you need to ask about, like, the Seeker incident, the fire incident, the Kisses incident. You need to break this stuff down.
Wasn't it, like, a
Oh.
million years long or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
How long was the month, actually? The walk?
I summed it up today for my former boss. It was 142 days, start to finish,
Damn.
which is just under 5 months. Which is a long time.
A server's still talking. I never even noticed. I can't call you by your name anymore. Where is this connecting to? What floor? Are we just gonna have it curved down over this? Like, what's happening?
I don't know what's happening.
Can you start saying? I think to get the bottom of this wall, I think you should continue this bit, like you were gonna, and then we
Yeah,
can
I
connect
got
it up to
distracted
that.
by talking.
Doge play Bed Wars, join BC, smile. No. Did you have any near-death experiences? That's a good question.
Kind of,
Squid,
but not like it's not super near.
you got distracted.
Can you hear me? I can't talk and play sports.
I
at the
know, I
same
just
time,
saw you
know.
like start and then run away at the moment.
This is why I can't. This is why I can't stream.
God damn it!
There's no way I can do both. Well, I think the shoe incident's the best incident. I saw 3 bears, but they weren't that bad. The snake actually. The snake was great. Doge was there for that. Do you remember that? Do you remember my screams? Or had I calmed down a bit?
What happened?
Well, everyone says that you see rattlesnakes all the time on the trail, and I'd gone like 650 miles and not seen a single one, and I was nearly at the end of the desert.
Oh my
where
god,
most-
3 birds like from Goldilocks?
there was a baby and 2 adults. No, so I'd gone all that way without seeing a rattlesnake, and then I damn near stepped on one. I mean, I don't know. To this day, I don't know how I didn't step on it. It must have been a centimeter from my foot.
Would you have died if you stepped on it?
Well, probably not. I mean, you have to get emergency help in, but like sometimes you just get like amputated and stuff. It's fine. No, it depends. It's honestly it's survivable, but it's nasty. Like you definitely want emergency help.
You wouldn't be continuing the walk after that.
Oh no chance. I would have I would have called. That's what my satellite beacon was really for. Was for emergencies like that. I can call a helicopter at a moment's notice.
Who's synced up to that?
It's a company that then relays it to the local service that's most applicable. So.
But like, so your mum saw it. But like, did
Oh well,
anyone else
that's
see it?
because I messaged my mum specifically.
Right,
But, like,
I didn't know you had
can.
options.
Yeah. There's a big red button that alerts emergency services, and then there's like basically text messaging but rubbish. So, but yeah, I got so that was the biggest jump scare by far.
Yeah, like no actual harm, but biggest scare.
That was a shocker of a jump scare. I did have what I believe was a bear stalking my tent, although I never actually saw the bear. It was
Every day I
that's why
woke up and there are claw marks on the wall.
Well, I had to pack up at like midnight and move my tent because I didn't know if it was for sure, but there was something making a frightful racket quite nearby. So I did what every normal person does in that situation. I started blasting Porter Robinson at maximum volume in the middle of the woods. But apparently telling the bear not to kill himself didn't do the trick because it carried on coming closer. Maybe I should have worse taste in music. I don't know. Maybe the bear just liked it.
Yeah, if I started hearing
So-
my favorite artist, I would not be getting away.
The bear just starts bopping.
They're just like,
Um,
ooh, that's a spoon.
Why did you say it in that tone?
That's a soundbite.
The bird's is like, ooh.
You guys are off.
So- I can't help it.
Oh, he's dying. Quick, white top.
White top is happening! Someone get white top before it's too late.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's choking.
Context, Laurie. I on my deathbed, I asked White Top if she would say a swear on my deathbed, and she said no. And I said I'll put it to the test.
Wait, what if the swear would actually save your life, though?
I think, what if I'm like in a coma? And like, you know how like
Yeah.
some things like wake people up from that? What if it's
Yeah,
White Top
what if,
swearing?
what if that?
Like,
White
would
Top
she
swearing
would she
brings you
try,
back.
or would she like not risk it? Like see, these are the questions you've got to ask. Wow, that's a flat wall. I know you don't. I know you add depth afterwards.
I was talking. I can't do anything other than flat walls.
I know.
Huh? Hmm. We could make like a ravine behind it.
Like a
We need
really
to build
thin
bigger.
one. I think it would just look a little odd. Wait, how does it feel to have such good lore now? See, we've gotten to the point now, Laurie, where if we start describing squids, no one believes he's real. Like, if you actually started listing off things about squid, none of them sound real. Like, if you combine them all. Like, if you started describing, you might believe, like, one of them. Like, someone who has one of these things. But, like, if you try to describe all the things about squid, it doesn't sound like a real person.
So,
What,
chat.
a gamer goes
I watched.
outside.
I watch kids a lot.
I know this because I've experienced it.
I watch kids a lot. And one of them wanted to know
That's
about
awesome.
Can you word that better, please?
I babysit for kids a lot.
There
okay?
you go.
And you guys are such fucked up parents. Anyway, I watch kids a lot, and like one of them that I watch. I babysit kids a lot because people be fucked up here.
I can tell.
Oh my god, can't get the fucking story.
Yeah, no, say start again.
So one of the kids, he knows about Minecraft and he knows how to play it. And he wants to know about the people I play with Minecraft because he's like, wait, you play with people? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, what are they like? Demanding information and everything like that. I'm like, so I tell him about like Doge. He's like, okay. He's really cool. I tell him about Cheesy Puff, and he's like, okay, awesome. And I tell him about Squid. You're lying to me. He's not real. I'm like, yes, he is. And I'm like, yeah, he's taking them out. He's taking along. He's like, why is he not served? I'm like, that's because he's walking across like the United States. And he's like, no. I'm like, go pull up the messages. I'm like, he's on fucking mountain whatever right now. He's like, no.
Blaring Celeste music at max volume.
Really, like,
This is not the thing I thought Ashton would get cancelled for. I thought it would be from Reddit.
God, you people. I say the most.
No, I'll never get over what happened when Flower was there.
Oh my god! Stop!
Oh, wait, do I need to hear something?
I don't even think we told you. I don't know if I had it in
I don't
me.
think you did. I don't
Oh,
think
you
you
were
did.
gone.
I think you should tell me.
God. You didn't have you and Dodge just lie.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I thought about it a couple days ago. I'm like, thank God that will never come up again.
I forgot about it until just now, and I realized how similar that incident.
No,
is.
actually, you know what? Fuck it. I want it on the record that it was a misunderstanding.
Flower didn't even hear, but it was still incredibly funny to think about.
Oh my god. So, alright, I'll tell. It was during when I was working on the fucking mountain, like the fucking castle, and losing my mind.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so that, okay, little
Flower
context.
came on to help us place up some grass around the area to make it like presentable for like the trailer and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I got Flower to help with the extra terraforming for the actual base of it, and also help with some houses, while Ashton designed the actual castle and started terraforming and that.
So we weren't on call or anything, but like fucking
We
voice
used
chat
voice
was
chat,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, we all used voice chat, and like Flower doesn't really talk much, and I forgot it was on, and Dodge had left at this point. And so I pull up a Philza stream, and I'm listening to Philza as I'm building this castle, and someone in Philza's chat came in and just started saying the craziest shit, like a bunch of like horrible, not great stuff, and like. It just feels like, yeah, that's it, I'm banning you, bye. And like the guy like immediately in chat is like trying to like justify what he's saying, like, no, it's okay that I'm saying this because blank reason. And like, and to myself, I say out loud, and like, I won't say what I actually said, but I said, yeah, that's the defense. Like, I said something absolutely absurd, cause like, cause what was being like.
Sorry, I started drinking water and just remembered how you said it, and I just spat out water everywhere.
White target on standby, he's gonna choke.
Oh no.
I said something absolutely absurd, and out of context, it sounds like the worst fucking thing ever.
So basically, a little detail Ashton just missed out was that what she was just in she was just, you know, when you're like, what, like you hear something so insane, like a really stupid thing, and you just respond sarcastically, like, yeah, because I do, blah, blah, blah. You know, just like, obviously not
something
true.
around
Like
like
a
that.
sarcastic remark. As in,
So-
obviously not. But
So I
imagine
say
only
that-
saying the sarcastic remark out loud and nothing else.
So I say that, and I continue building, and like pause, and I stop, and like wait, and I slowly turn around, and there's this flower standing off in the corner, just staring at me. And Flower has no context of what is going on. Because he's not listening to Phil's stream.
Ashton
From his
just said that.
perspective, I just said that in the middle of, like, it
In
was
the middle
just
of billing.
silence, and then me saying that.
Oh, it's
Saying
so
was
funny.
one of the most fucked up things you can say, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh, and it gets worse because the way Ashton left it off.
I immediately start panicking. I'm like, okay, I need to clarify this issue. And then he leaves. And I freak the fuck out. And I'm like, oh no.
I wake. Let me tell you, I woke up to very funny message.
I'm like, Doge, help.
I got like, are you awake? Are you awake? I think I just fucked up. No, I need you to tell Flower something. Don't please
You
wake
need to
up.
tell him I'm not fucking insane.
I'm just like, Ashton, get in a call. What happened? I'm just sitting there thinking, okay, I just left while they're still building. Surely nothing can go wrong. That's what I wake up to.
So I'm explaining it to Doge, and Doge is like fucking dying on his end because how bad it is and how funny it is at the same time. And then from like from my hallway, you can hear my brother say, "Why would you ever say that?"
Oh, it kept getting better and better.
Then
Can you
she'll
message me what it was?
Yeah,
I think you did tell me actually.
I think I briefly
I
told
think I
you.
do remember this. I
But-
just don't exactly remember what it was.
The story.
I don't
was
remember
so
exactly what it
funny.
was.
Doge remembers.
I don't remember the exact wording. I just remembered it was a horrible.
It was a horrible thing that, like, actually, like, I'm all in, like, the media, and it was something that, like, someone tried doing, and I was, like, part of it was, like, blah, 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 but I was also, like, making fun of, like, the person who actually tried doing that.
Mhm.
It was, like, a mixture of, like, if you're in the know, it would have been really funny, but if you're not in the know, you're like,
Yeah, you're just like,
oh,
what?
no!
Yeah.
But eventually we got Flower on just to find out he didn't fucking hear anything.
And then we told Flower anyway.
That's pretty
Because
funny.
I couldn't not, because that's really funny. You can't just not give context.
It's like Doge caught on it before the server and found like my little like like my little signs trying to explain what
Oh, it was just, the entire thing was genuinely one of the funniest things I ever had to deal with. I'm ending the poll now. Let's see.
But
Hugs
if-
and kisses
if
would
s-
kill squid.
I agree.
67% voted for hugs and kisses.
But all that said, if you ever like someday see that someone saying that Ashton said blah blah blah, absolute bullshit, crazy shit. Yeah, it was they're probably referencing this, and like this is proof of me saying, no, it's not what you think.
I mean, none of it was
No, I think
live. or
Ashton's just a
know.
really hateful person. I think that's only the only.
Yeah,
conclusion
she's
I
just a
can
really
draw.
hateful and vile person. We just like spending time with her anyway because, you know, she needs someone to talk to.
I was really racist against pink coats when I was little.
What?
I was really mean to anyone who was wearing. I'm like, why are you wearing pink? Don't wear
What?
pink. It was horrible. I hated pink.
I
coats,
think
yeah,
it's
so.
the same as Squid, who is like gets mad at anyone who like treats him like a child as a child.
Oh yeah,
It's the equivalent of that.
I still hold the grudge to this day.
I'm sure you're a little more sophisticated about it though.
Am I though?
I would sure hope so. I'm gonna get you a Thomas the
I
Tank
have a
Engine
cat on my
book
back.
for your
Hold on.
birthday.
I'm gonna crash out.
Aaron would love that. Is Server still alive? Server, you still here? I don't know if Server's still around. I keep getting confused when you say it's Server still around. I'm like, what do you think we're building on? I forgot Server's conscious now. Okay, you didn't need to call me out. Hey, you started saying yay yay before it even caught up, okay? You called yourself out regardless.
My cats have started a new system to get my attention, and I'm scared. So,
Yeah.
Aries and Dimitri have started just leaping up onto my back of my chair and like fully like eclipsing my shoulder and head
Oh.
to get my attention. So like, Aries just now leapt onto the back and just like landed on my shoulder and back. And I'm like, ah! You know, so he's like, let me out of the room. I realized the door's closed, so I just let him out. But like Dimitri, it got really bad the other night because Dimitri leapt up and he fully just landed on my head. So I'm like teetering on the chair, like, what's happening? I need some deception. It's gonna kill me.
We need a cat stream on the Ashton stream.
Yeah, like a cat
We
cam.
need a cat cam, yeah. They just jump off screen and then you hear like Ashton screams.
You know where they've went.
I'm afraid I'm asleep, streamers.
Wait, what?
I have work.
Oh, is it an early?
No, almost all of them are early.
How early is early? Like 7?
Well, the non-early one is starting at 7. The early one's starting at 5.
Which one is it?
It's the non-early one, but like
It's still
If I
early.
if I want my 8 hours, I gotta go.
Yeah. Bye, Squid.
And I've been like a zombie recently, so I need it.
My
Alright,
streamer.
bye-bye.
Bye bye. My cats forced me to bed this morning, and it's the best sleep I've gotten in like weeks.
Is it because it's the first time you've slept in weeks?
Well, I've been going through this bad phase where like, I'll sleep for like 2 hours, then wake up, and I'll be tired after like an hour. But like, I can't force myself to go back to sleep after the 2 hours because I'm just wide awake. My brain won't let me. But this morning, my cats, Dimitri and Aries, kind of like ganged up at me. They're like, "Come lie down. We want our heater." And like, they wouldn't leave me alone until I crawled into bed. And immediately they both like pinned me down. And like, Dimitri's like, "These legs, they're not yours anymore. I'm sleeping on them." And Aries is just like, "You're back? Yeah, I'm right here, so if you move at all, you're gonna crush me and kill me, so don't." So I just was like forced to sit there, and I fell asleep, and I slept for 5 hours. The first time I've done that in a while.
That's really... It's funny, because like 5 hours is like, that's not a lot, but I'm sitting here thinking, that's more sleep than I ever function going to work. Wait, speaking of, I have work tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna be rough because I've got my so I'm working the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I always work the start of the week. So I fear what's gonna happen. Like, this is one of the first times where I was off the entire start of the week, and I fear they've not just stuck the rota to that for a little bit, and they're gonna set back to the old one. So I'm probably gonna be working the next 7 days in a row. Just because of how the weeks fall, and that's what happens when you work weekends. Oh, it's so brutal. I do like money, but you know, when it becomes more brutal without any extra money, like I'm doing,
Or like,
you know,
or
like
there's like a
Yeah,
schedule or something like
it's
that.
not like I'm working more hours to get more money for it. It's just lined up so bad, but it feels like double the work.
Last 2 weeks, I babysat an extra day each week, and oh my god, that threw me off so much. Just having that extra day, I was so much more tired. So I get that.
I had I was put on for a 5-day week once, and it fell terribly, and I did like 6 days in a row. And a couple of the days were quite busy, and like not only was it an extra day in the week, so I had less of a break, but I also haven't worked that many days in a row to begin with. So it was just an absolute slaughter. And it was only one. It's crazy how much like a single day or two makes that big a difference, but it does.
It does. Like, I was so tired. Ugh.
I'm really hoping I get a decent job when I move in with Squid, and then because I'm with Squid, I can like have a slightly better routine with dealing with stuff. Because right now I'm in a boat where like I can't really start my day till like 2 or 3 p.m. Because like my mum doesn't get up and go downstairs and that till like 12 or 1, and by that time I'm like, well, I'm gonna go get some food around that time, and then suddenly I'm not starting anything till like 3 or 4, and then it's like, well, if I want to stream, it's going to be like 7 or 8, so I have to figure out what am I going to do at the time when it's too late to go and do other things. And so I feel like I have no time in the day just because I don't have that window of time in the morning.
I get that. Like,
and me having a bad sleep schedule didn't help that, so I would wake up late, but then I'd also stay up all night. But because it's night, I can't record, I can't speak, I can't talk to people, but I can't sleep, so now I'm just like rotting, basically, and then I have no sleep for work, and I was just stuck in this cycle. It's rough. It's why I am motivated to work on the build.
There.
But like, you know how that physical, like that environmental thing.
Like, the environment is like affecting your ability to do anything.
Yeah, even though it's not like I don't want to. It's a weird sort of burnout, you know? It's not like a real burnout, but there's something there. But the shape of this wall has turned out really quite nice.
I like this. I really like how this is turning out. Is this gonna be water down here, or?
Yeah, it's gonna be water. I didn't just build a rock in a really odd shape like that. Well, yeah, it's crazy. Squid just shows up and suddenly a cave looks 10 times more interesting. And he does like only like 500 to 1,000 blocks.
Like, me and you have a hard time getting out of the box. He just lives outside of the box.
Yeah, the thing is, it's
Creativity.
we're such a good team because it's that thing of each of our strengths isn't enough to carry the build on their own, but like when you combine them, it's like holy shit. Like, I'm really good at doing mass amounts of walls and specific things, but it is very plain. Like, it's your basic, you know, bread and butter, but you can't just have that. And then Squids is constantly just random shapes and things to make things interesting, but sometimes if it's just left to that, it's too chaotic, or it doesn't make much sense, or you know, it can be quite messy. Like, he lives on the experimental, and that doesn't always work out. You need a mediator there, and you live fully for the creative side of things. Just fuck it, wee ball, I'm gonna try something, and if there's an empty space, I'm just gonna keep building. And Like all of these things are useful.
Fuck, is that what just happened in that room? Really, that's probably what happened.
What happened?
Oh, I'm in that spike room, and I'm just trying to figure out what kind of structure I can build in there, and I think I started building something, and I don't
The
like
room
it,
doesn't
and I
have to
think
be
it was
that
just
big
making
either.
it big. I know.
Like, that room is fully customizable to you. You can make it a third of the size if you want.
I know. I'm just... I don't know. I'm not...
Let's go over there. I feel like
Oh, no.
I'm not gonna be making much progress on this cave today after the bit we've already done. So we can go and do some build exploring now.
Tell me. You were mocking, and you're like, what the hell?
I don't think it's much different from when I last looked.
There's, like, in a building now. Like, the beginnings of a building, anyway.
I'm gonna have to fly underneath the floor so I don't spoil the start of the snow. Hello, Bedrock. Okay, we're in the ruins? Yes. I'm so good at telling where we are in the build now. Holy shit.
Oh, I'm not lagging. I'm lagging or something.
Doge spoilers, remember? Carefully. I know.
So, I started doing this, and I like it from, like, this point of view.
Yeah.
But then I came over here, and I'm like, no, this is the point of view everyone's gonna have, and this kind of looks dumb.
Well, it feels like I'm looking at Toriel's house, but here.
So, yeah, I think I'm gonna scrap this and go back to the drawing board. I don't know. This I'm not too sure about,
yes.
like, there's so much I'm just, like, about. I'm just about all of it. So, I'm just like, welcome to my new castle chat. I'm losing my mind.
You get in such a funk.
Oh my gosh!
It's funny, you don't even need to have all this visually open either. Like,
I know,
you could have this as a separate cave.
I know, it's just something about, like... Something about just having this in, like, one cave doesn't feel right to me, like...
I get it, but, you know, I am saying you've got options here. You're not restricted to the big idea.
I don't know.
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Building the ruins is really difficult because, like... I feel like it is really hard to make an interesting building design with ruins, pillars, and walls. I don't know if that's just me, but like, you know, squids can look too chaotic, mine can look too basic. I've gotten a little better at it, for the smaller rooms, but it can get so repetitive so quickly. Like, it could look very square.
I did have a idea when I was building this that I kind of need to talk to Squid about. So, yeah!
What? Oh.
I just keep on Anyway. So, the river, because, you know, we talked about the river and everything like that. The river just ends over here. I think this is the beginning of the river. I'm wondering if I can just cut off this bit, put, like, a big waterfall over here.
Well, that's the thing.
And
yeah,
then
like...
have, like, the river where the boat, like, a boating area right here that people can get on boats and this thing, and this is where it just ends, this room.
That'd be quite cool, because we do need
begins.
an entryway point in the room. Because, like, we are meant to be able to boat through from the ruins, but we can pick where, because it's our part of the build. I think Squid originally wanted it so you could boat through this part. I don't know if we don't actually have to
Which
connect
bit?
to that, but this is in some way meant to connect to Toriel's house. Canonically, like that is a canon fact. Because it was meant to connect to the water wheel, these bits.
Right.
But that water source, the water wheel source from the ruins does not have to be the river. They can be different things. In fact, that would technically make more sense. But, you know, it's however you want to do.
I like the idea of like all the waters, like this
Being
connecting with
Yeah,
other
I like
stuff.
the idea.
and, like,
It's just whatever ends up being more convenient for you.
part of it, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Like, put like waterfall. Like, I was thinking like, I might just sit down and draw it, cause like, cutting off this bit, making this into like a cave with a waterfall right here, and maybe like a tower right there. Might be better. Cause I want to be able you to be able to walk over this bridge and like look out and see stuff around you.
Yeah. It's difficult. I also hate how little detailing blocks we have for... I'm sure I can come up with something though, so I won't worry. Don't worry about it. I'll figure
I
it
know,
out.
it's just...
If you can get the structure figured out, I can figure out the detailing.
Like, I'm like... I threw up these walls, but like, I'm just like, I'm not feeling them. I feel like they're very much like... I feel like I went back to my same old problem in certain areas here, and like, in other bits, it's just, I'm not feeling it.
It's funny, I feel like I'm in Waterfall when I'm here. Like, this feels like the platform that used to be looking out over at Undyne's house. It's the same
You know what's
cave.
funny? You know what's funny? We were in the Luigi's map not too long ago, and he has a bit in Waterfall where you walk across, like, you go across something, and you look to the side, and you can see like a bunch of water features or something like that.
Yeah.
And I kind of really want to do that, and I keep
Yeah, that part of Waterfall from Luigi's map is really, like, I love that water feature type. I mean, you've done that
But,
style.
like, part of me wants to put it over here, but I'm like, because I don't think there's a place I can fit that in Waterfall anymore.
To be honest, it's kind of true, yeah.
Part of me wants to put it over here with, like, a bunch of, like, waterfalls, like, falling into that one, then falling into another, then falling into another.
It would be really cool to see, I won't lie.
So I might try to brainstorm that. Like, I might give up on this bridge thing.
It would probably also break you out of that creative funk of just doing the same things over and over. Like, that's something very different.
Yeah. I'm gonna give up on this bridge idea. I like this bit right here, but, like, I can't. I don't know how to make it work.
I wish I could help. I can't figure it out either.
Okay.
Like, I could probably figure out something, but it would have that issue of, it would just feel kind of plain. Like, it would work. It wouldn't be a bad build, it would just be... Yeah, it's alright.
The one thing I'm worried about is how tall this room would get if I did that.
You don't have to make them... I don't think it would be much taller than this, because remember, like, you're already using up half your space just with this. It depends. It
this side of
depends
the
how
cave.
you terraform the walls. It really does.
Yeah. And this is me just being paranoid about this side of the cave. I don't even want to think about that side.
This side could honestly be more. We could literally have that as just be like a cave. Like atmospherically, we can have like vines and branches and the coming out and stuff. Like it can just be a cave going into the river, which it is. I was like, how long has Squid been gone? I just
This-
realized. I don't know, like 10, 20 minutes.
The biggest thing that's driving me nuts is what to do with this bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, it sticks out a lot right now.
I think you should do the terraforming first, then do that. If you're gonna do your new idea, then how much you actually have to build shape-wise, like, would very much depend on this. Like, you know, if it curves round like this, you know, comes out, then you obviously wouldn't have a pillar here. I don't know.
Part of me wants to find Toby and, like, shake him over the bridge design. Because this... Like, this is driving me nuts. The fact that it's, like... It's...
Map design, right? Game
weird
design.
And, like, why? Why would you do this?
Welcome to
I
game
know
design.
why, but, like... Sorry for, like, weird noises, chat.
Valid crash out.
Like, I
Hey
don't know what
guys,
chat's
why
saying
can't you
anymore.
just work on this part of the build? Well, you see, would you like a list or a summary? It's not that we don't want to work on them, it's that...
We handle the bits that we think we can mentally handle at this at that point.
Yeah, it's like you've got to have the creative idea to execute it before you can even start. Thriving.
How are we feeling about this weird, like, how are we feeling about this tunnel right here?
I don't really have any strong feelings on it. It's not really been done up since the update.
If I were to redo it,
How
along
would
with
you
the-
redo it is my question.
I don't know, but how it is right now is, like, really, like... I'm having a hard time trying out how to, like, blend this into this, or, like, figure out how...
Well, it needs,
This
it
feels,
has,
like, really placed.
I mean, it
don't
has
know.
to be this sort of shape.
Well, I know it has to, like, curve and be weird like this, but, like...
Obviously, in
I don't
game,
know.
it's a lot more like, you know.
Have, like, a thing right here in game, don't we? Where, like, there's, like, a thing you can read?
Not as far as I remember. I don't know.
Pretty sure there is.
I can pull up Undertale. Let's find out, chat. It's at the start of the game, so it's really easy to get to. Let's see. Add game capture. Okay, Undertale yellow music pause while I Undertale. Why is there no sound? Did I mute it? I did. Yeah, whatever. I don't want to change my name. Let us find out, shall we? Undertale gameplay starting. Do we piss off Flowey? Nah, we're speedrunning. You idiot, in this world is kill or be killed. Ha 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 ha. It's kill or kill be kill. Oh god, I'm realizing how much lore I have to get through.
You don't have to.
I do, I'm curious now. It's not just about that, it's just about the shape of the room too, and I can't be bothered trying to get it. Whoa. Me when I accidentally press the same button 3 times. Alright chat, take notes of that. That's the solution to the puzzle in game. Before you all mess it up in the build. Bam. Whoa. Bam. Oh my god, where's Undertale Yellow? Wow. Okay, it's just here. Oh, you're right, there is.
I thought so, because I remember like having, when I was doing it in my map, trying to figure out how to do the freaking word bit.
Oh, it's, I was about to say it's even. No, it goes like this.
Pull up your stream.
This is just the layout. That is the pathway. That's crazy. Well, yeah. Close the game. Do we have the runes music in here? Oh, we do. Oh yeah. I was about to say I want the runes music, but I don't want to have the game up. But it's already in the server. Yeah, what's your thoughts on the redesigning it? Just like,
I don't have many thoughts. It just, I don't know.
like the problem would be there either way. It would have to be that long.
I don't want to change how long it is or anything like that. I don't know. If I were to build here's my thing. If I were to build a structure around it, it'd be like, I don't know, building a structure on it and having the structure like, say I built like this structure I just put around it, and just having it like look this big when you go in, and it's just a narrow tunnel.
I mean, it's a very easy tunnel to copy and paste in, so like, there's no harm in just /cut/move. If you want me to do it, then now I can.
Sure, save it.
If only we had a build backup somewhere online, just to be sure.
Too bad we don't have one of those.
Too bad, huh? Poof.
What? Who is that? William, what are you doing? Oh my god!
What? You can't do that! God! Oh, that actually...
Oh my god, it was so...
Like, actually triggered my fight or flight. God.
Oh my god, you can't do that to me, Will! Fucking... Okay. You're scared, how do you think I feel? Oh I'm sitting here and like the way my room is set up is that my bed is right next to my desk, but there's like my God, I don't even describe how fucked up this is.
Yeah, place blocks is a layout.
Oh my God. Alright, come over here. So this is my desk.
Yep.
This is the walls of my room.
Yep.
This is my where is it? Give me. Let's say this is my headboard to my bed.
Mhm.
And I can see through the headboard because there's little cubbies right here.
Yeah.
I can just, and the headboard came with a back. I just didn't put on there because I knew I was going to be sitting back here and I could just reach through my bed and get to these doors right here. So I just didn't put the back on. And so here's the actual bed.
Don't tell me someone was just staring at you through that gap.
And it's dark in my room right now because I didn't turn on any lights. Because I just got up and crawled onto my computer, which is where the cat bed's right there for reference. For people who are like where the cat bed was.
Yeah.
So I got up and I heard a noise, and I look around. And I thought it was like one of the cats making a noise in my bed. And I look around, and there's just a face.
Oh, I hate
staring
that.
at me. And it's my brother's face, like, staring at me through, like, the darkness in, like, little cracks.
Oh, no wonder you freaked out, but you freaking out like that was genuinely so scary. Like, the wording as well is what did it.
I was so scared. I don't even know what I said. I was like, holy shit.
You just went, what? Who is that? And you having that reaction is like a terrifying thought.
Because it's like, I was like, because I looked over and like, oh, no, wait, Just saw, and my brother, I love you. He's still right here. He's just sitting on my bed.
Well,
but,
laughing
like,
at you, explaining it.
Like he has dark eyebrows. So, like, it's, like, his face, but he's very, like, it's shadowed, so, like, there's a lot of shadows going on it, because it's so dark, and there's only, like, one light source in here. And it's just, like, very, like... He would have gotten less of a reaction from me if he had just been wearing a Halloween mask.
Well, you can see what that is, but it's ominous when it's just a vague face.
What are you doing here? What do you want?
Apparently just to scare you.
I just want to ask you about food.
What kind of food? He's asking me about food. I want Subway, but...
I heard that part. I probably have to end stream anyway.
Sorry, chat. Sorry. Sorry.
He better apologize to me and you.
William, do you want to apologize for chat for scaring everyone?
No.
Okay, whatever. I mean, it's partially your fault for screaming, actually.
It's my fault for being scared.
Yeah.
Who thought I was being murdered?
It clearly made things more exciting. I should be praised and thanked.
No. Wow, they're just as annoying as you.
Here's the thing about my brother. If he ever chose to stream, I think he'd be like... I think he'd become really popular really quick because he's such a butt. And he's... Oh my god, he's so blunt about it too.
Hey Doge, tell Ashton I said hi.
Hi chat, I can't... Oh, maybe I can see you, hold on.
Do y'all remember when Doge exploded the starting area of the map when there was the waterfall update? I remember that.
I remember seeing that in the video and immediately freaking out.
Yeah, because it wasn't actually on the server, it was on the backup. We
I didn't know it
already,
at the time.
like... So the funny thing is, I built it so quick that they didn't really know about it till it was already there. Because I tried to get it done last minute. And... you can imagine the fear of just seeing me blow up the starting area without any context.
I freaked out pretty bad because, like, at the time I was still relatively new to the map, and
Yeah.
I had to work with people who would just do that before.
Yeah. No,
Would just blow up the actual map.
Why is there a sign under the flowers at the start? It used to say something, but because the map was moved a few times since then, and also I think because we had to... I did something to the world files at some point, and it removed all sign entity data.
What sign?
Well, all the early signs, and there's a sign underneath the golden flowers. Oh.
Hold on, I'm going ghost.
It used to be a bigger open area here, but then we started detailing. You and your ghosting.
This is the best feature they added.
You look so weird doing that. I really need to build a new spawn, but the problem is I keep working on waterfall. So it's still relevant.
As far as I'm concerned, you already built a new spawn.
Nah, not really.
That
But, I mean, well, it's not big enough.
I think it's big enough.
Like, it doesn't have to. To be fair, spawn being this big is stupid. It never had to be this big. The other one was like half the size of the waterfall one. Like, this is literally just fully 2 different waterfall palettes. I wanted to keep going too, because I really like the shape of some of this. If you were playing on Bedrock, the redstone door wouldn't work in the ruined. If you're playing on Java, you probably just did it wrong. A common mistake a lot of people make is they walk on it like that, and they don't realize what ones they've actually pressed, and they forget or don't realize there's a button. So I looked like I just pressed those 4 buttons, but I actually pressed the middle one. So if I walked on it now, I have to be precise to make sure So I did the puzzle right, but because a lot of people don't notice that it shows what ones you've pressed, you have to make sure it's accurate. Because it's a toggle. So if I walk on it now, do this same puzzle solution, obviously it's not going to work. And a lot of people just get stuck in this loop of like, oh, the door's still closed, I'll try it again. And it never opens because they never realize what ones they've turned on and off. You'd think lights and glass in the wall would be more obvious. Lights aren't turning on. I don't know why that is. Let me try. I did get, let me look at the most recent... It's not even fully finished. What? I have no idea what version you could be on. There is an updated world download for the Sibbles video. Let me look. If I accidentally get rid of the redstone by accident. Are you on Bedrock? Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. The redstone doesn't work on, none of the redstone works on Bedrock because redstone Bedrock functions differently. So none of it's gonna work.
And none of us know redstone bedrock, so...
Yeah, and nor do we want to learn. To be honest, having functioning doors and stuff out of redstone is already like a massive bonus feature because Squid just knows how to redstone by chance. He is actually a better redstoner than a builder, believe it or not. He just doesn't get to showcase this. So the door's still missing pieces. I'm not sure why that is though, because this is the most recent file. Like, I uploaded this world file to the drive, and I mean, you can see it's working fine. So I don't know what could have happened there. Yeah, world download September updated, and yeah, that was the one I did for that. And I know it's working in the other world download because we use that version of the file. So I don't know. How do you install it in Java? Okay, how I want to show you, but I don't want to show all my folders. What's in my most recent downloads so I don't end up leaking stuff? Let me just share my whole screen real quick just to show you something. When you display capture, when you download a world file, it'll be in a zip file, right? And a common mistake people make is they would pretend this is the world file, right? Because it functions the same. They'll extract it like they need to, and they'll be like, okay, here's my world, let me go and put it into the saves folder. That won't work, because if you'll actually notice, because you extracted it to a folder named the same thing as the zip folder. This is different. Wait, I can actually prove it with this. So I'll extract the build folder. Hopefully I don't have a build file the same name. Where did that extract to? Yeah. So it has to be a zip file. So you'll download it as a zip file, and you have to unzip it. And when you unzip it, the world file, it looks like this is it. This looks like the world file. You've extracted it. Cool. Good job. The world file is actually inside the RAR file. I don't know why it's actually working for the first time now. But usually what happens is someone will extract it, and then... Oh, here it... Oh, it's because I already had a file that name. Yeah, no, here it is. So you'll see... I'll just get rid of all this to show an example. So, you extracted the file, and the world file is actually inside the extracted folder. So you have to take this out and put it into your saves folder for it to work. Because, yeah, a lot of people get tripped up at that. So, TLDR, download the zip file, extract it, and then take the world outside of the extracted folder, if that makes sense. It's just an extra layer that people don't quite realize, because the file is the exact same name, so people think it's the world file, but it's actually inside that folder. Anyway, that's how you... And yeah, you have to put it in your .minecraft and then saves. That simple. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. I did stumble a lot because the files were being confusing because I already have all the files, but you know, that should hopefully give you a good groundwork to go off.
No, good night, chat. Sorry for the jump scare.
Yeah, I should probably do that. 10:30. I'm already tired, to be honest, but I also want to get something else to eat. But I don't know what I could have. It's not going to take like an hour.
I'm pretty sure my brother just fell asleep on my bed. Never mind. He croaked.
I heard a vague noise. Yeah, no, I've got work tomorrow, chat. I have to leave.
I have a question for chat.
Yeah.
If I stream something like I can't stream and build on the Undertale map at the same time. Like I get too distracted. Like if I were to stream something other than Undertale, would people be interested in that? Because I'm building a city right now. Just a normal city in survival. I don't know if anyone would be interested in that. This.
I think people would be interested. The problem is, not a lot of people know your channel, and
Yeah.
you don't have any videos to get people finding your channel.
It's so bad. It's so bad because I have a
'Cause
bunch of video
YouTube-
ideas.
YouTube doesn't push streams, so like your channel, if you look up your channel and click it, it's empty.
Yeah. Like, here's my problem. I have a bunch of video ideas. I feel like if I did any of them, I'd start fights.
Look, as long as you are civil as a person, it doesn't matter. TLDR, have a base level of respect. Done. People being
I
dumb
do
in
have a basic
comments.
level of respect. I just.
You don't convey that sometimes.
I would like. Here's how it would have to be. I'd have to show you in Squid.
Well, the problem is Squid would be like, do it, whatever, no one cares, I don't care. Because Squid is the one who doesn't care about
I'd have to show you.
that.
That's why you were in there as well, because I know you'll be like.
Squid promotes anything that is funny.
You'll push Squid to the side, sit me down, and be like, "Okay, you cannot do this."
Like, this is great, but you have just spent 20 minutes shitting on it and not saying anything good. So no one's gonna have a good impression. I think, to be honest, it's a big thing. I think when I learned doing college assignments was when I was making those videos. It's to convey something in a very respectable and coherent manner. You have to always mention the positives and the negatives, regardless if you. A lot of things, so I even forget when making a build video, is someone has zero context to everything.
Yeah.
So your base level of understanding and respect, they don't know that. So if you just talk about something you dislike, like if I talk about something I dislike about the build on a random video, no one who doesn't know the build is going to know that I like the game. They're just going to be like, wow, you're just a really negative person.
You're just a hater.
Yeah, like, so always think about it like there's always a missing piece of context that you'll have to mention. Obviously, don't get too over fixated on it, but like...
I had a realization about Minecraft after playing Survival again.
Yeah.
And it's like, I like playing Survival, but the biggest problem with Survival is, I thought about it. I've really been sitting around thinking about it. What stops most people from playing Survival? Do you think? Is it boredom, or is it that they find that they don't want to do a chore that they need to do before they can continue doing whatever they were doing? Because I found the thing that stops me from playing Survival the most is that I have to go fix my weapons for the 19th time, or the 18th time, or the 30th time, or the 60th time. Like something's stopping me from doing what I want to do.
It's really funny because that's kind of the thing that stopped us playing Survival for the build. Is just like, I don't want half our time to be spent getting the tools to do the thing.
It's not even just like fixing the tools isn't my problem. It's sitting there to like fix the tools. Like,
yeah.
Like I'll sit there for like 20-30 minutes just at the farm grinding XP to fix the tools, and that's what kills it. If it was just you get some diamonds, you fix it real quick, and you're done, I'd be fine.
Well, that's
I'd be
the
happy
problem.
with that. But like
the feature I think is genuinely really dumb is you can only repair your tools with the resource so much. no logic behind this. It is purely
Like-
to just mess with you, I guess. Like, you're already sacrificing more resources just to repair it. So there's already a cost here. Why have you made it suddenly impossible? It's a dumb mechanic. It undermines the whole original mechanic in the first place. It's really...
And then the response I get to that most often is like, just make a new tool set. And I'm like, and I just want to look at these people and like, are you kidding me?
I just
I'm
spent
telling you,
half an
I
hour doing our getting
doing-
these tools.
I just spent like, I spent 2 hours, like an hour getting these tools in the first place. I spent 30 minutes repairing them. Why would I want to spend another like several hours making new ones and not doing what I want to be doing?
Me when I have to spend 5 hours getting multiple tools just to hollow out a cave.
Like,
I mean, that's the thing though. Some people love that grind, so it's really difficult.
I'm not saying we should get rid of the grind. I think the grind is important. I think I've like, even there's times when I like the grind, but like, it's like the problem is that the grind's like when the grind comes up too much.
Yeah, no, it's the balance of the gameplay is the issue.
Like, how often is this game just sitting around doing nothing? And that's something I realized while playing on this new server, because like I've been playing on this new server and they have like plugins and stuff that changes a couple things. For example, they have a tree plugin where like when you cut down a tree, the whole thing just comes down, like bushes and leaves and everything at all, which I don't think should be available early game. But can you imagine if you got like the enchantment for your axe late game,
That
end
would
of the
be
game?
very handy, yeah.
Just having this makes me more actively which makes me want to play more, because like I don't have to spend like 5 hours cutting down a forest to get wood.
Yeah, for like the 100th time. Like, I'm fine
Like-
doing it early game, but at a point you just want to do the new things as opposed to keep doing the same thing.
Like, it's like why I'm getting annoyed with all these people who are like, we needed to nerf the Elytra. I'm like, no. The Elytra's late
Surely
game because
no
it's
one
supposed to
is
be late
actually
game.
saying that.
This Cub fan just made a whole video talking about how you need to nerf the Elytra in the rain so it doesn't work.
I would genuinely riot if they did that.
And his whole reason for wanting to nerf it is because, like, the spear. Apparently there's a tack you can use with the spear that makes you really powerful with the Elytra, where you can just kill people really easily. I'm like, okay, your argument is that we should nerf
To
the
be
Elytra
fair, Cub
because...
the thing is, it's an interesting gameplay mechanic. I can see why he's doing it. I just don't agree.
I can see it too. It's just I can see where he's coming from. My critique for his video is that he's looking at this from like one aspect of the game in one play style from the game. And this is a sandbox game. There are plenty of people who don't play like that.
Yeah,
Who
no,
would
that's...
be generally upset if you did this. Like the game would there's people where the game will just become unplayable. Because once you have the Elytra, can you imagine going to build huge builds without the Elytra? Oh my god.
I mean, that was the case for the longest time.
It was the case, but I don't want to go back to it.
yeah, no, that would just be mean. I can never end stream when I say I'm gonna end stream.
Yeah, I'm keeping you here. Go, go, go.
It's not a bad thing. You're very good at it because I like doing it. Bad though. Can't keep doing this. Bye chat. Bye chat. I'll never stream again. This is the last Undertale build stream.
I'm sorry for the jump scare, but it was, but it's good because it's October, so it was the right time to do it.
It's October, so it's fitting. Bye.
Bye, chat. Say bye, Will. Oh, he actually left.